Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Big up to every single one of you. Back locked in for another live stream and basically here for another watch along. I was figuring whether to title it out as a hate watch or a watch along, but I just realized I've got basically could do with either team winning this. Obviously, PSG winning means we get to drink some Liverpool tears. And Liverpool winning means the coefficient works in our favor. So regardless, I'm leaving here with something. And I'm also going to leave with a very entertaining game because I really enjoyed the first leg. I enjoyed it a lot more than I expected to. Like, I got the nice little throwback to our shithouse defensive football of the past. You got a nice little PSG bottle drop at the end, while they played some sensational football throughout the game too. So, as a neutral, I'm really looking forward to this. So we decided to go for watch along. But big up to everybody. Apologies for like the lack of content over the last week, but you guys already know me. If there isn't really a lot to talk about, I ain't going to drag you guys through some clickbait bullshit videos. So with that in mind, there should be more videos coming through over the remainder of the week. I've got a nice little video coming up about Stamford Bridge and the atmosphere in general. We're going to touch on all of that in tomorrow's video. And there will be a live stream as well. I'm trying to see if I can pattern Capital Conflict. If I can't do that, we're going to do a Copenhagen preview. And yeah, so that's going to be our content lined out. Tomorrow, Thursday, watch along settings. We'll get a preview of troops patterned. And then Friday, we're going to have a preview show. I've got a League Gunner coming on, and we're going to have a few others on as well. And then it's the weekend. And you already know what that means. Football, hate watches, and then the Arsenal review because I'm at the game. I have a feeling we can leave there with something, so I want to be there to see it. So, yeah, big week ahead, people. Big week ahead. Big up everybody, though. Like and subscribe. Shout out the chat. See what everyone's saying. Big up Not Yandu. Arta, big up my G. Troops won't be in the country on Friday, though. So I won't be able to get him on. We're going to do a video with Troops. And then I'm going to do a stream with Lee Gunner and a few others. I'm just going to figure out who I'm getting on. So, yeah, we'll figure that one out. Big up Steve. Facts. It just took me one night to just not be annoyed about the way that we played. I was annoyed in the game and coming out of the game. As soon as we had got past all of that, I just thought, you know what? We're fourth. Yeah, it weren't the greatest football, but Joey made a lot of good points. We do have a lot of players coming back in the next few weeks. So it's not like we're going to play that badly for the remainder of the season. So, it wasn't great. No one's going to tell me that was a great performance, but whatever. I got the 3 points. We'll keep it stepping. It is what it is. Shout out True Blue. Big up my G. Not Yandu, we're winning. I want the game deaded in the first half. And yeah, that's all I really got for now. I'm going to wait until Enzo's press conference before I say any more. Big up Thursday. Sorry, I was reading your comment before I read your name. Big up Fielder. How are you feeling about Thursday? And when's the last game you watched by yourself? Thursday, optimistic. It says Copenhagen. I'm not worried about us beating them. I just want the game done with early so we can just take our foot off the gas a little bit. Last game I watched by myself, though. It might have been West Ham 1, Arsenal 5. But even then, like, we had a few people hop into the stream, and then when Arsenal walked away with the tie, everybody just left one by one, and it was just me on my ones by the end of the second half. So that and Barcelona versus Bayern, I think. And even Barca Bayern, we had a few guys hop in for the second half. Big up Alexito, big up Taylor, big up PFC, big up Jashawn, big up Kendrance, big up Nathan, Maiji, big up Arkido, Lubanga, Arta, Taylor, Namaya, big up all you, man. ACFC, Kingsman, Mello, big up, brother. And yeah, shout out Namaya. I did see this, but it just seemed like a giant fucking think piece. Like, what was the Sancho topic? So players often agree terms with their new club before joining on loan with a view to a permanent move. Sancho has yet to do so with Chelsea. If the situation remains unresolved, Chelsea will have to sign him and sell him, or send him back to United and incur a financial penalty. AKA, what a fucking think piece this garbage is. That's all it is. Oh, Sancho hasn't agreed personal terms with Chelsea, so if he doesn't, Chelsea will have to buy him and sell him. Okay, think. Whatever, man. Whatever. We are going to buy Jadon Sancho. It's not going to be anything more than that, so whatever. It's a nice little think piece because he hasn't agreed personal terms yet. That we haven't had to. We haven't had to. So, yeah. And, like, we've already spoken about how much of a waste the summer window was. It would be an even bigger waste if we just end up sending Sancho, who's been one of our only decent transfers this season, straight back to Manchester United. There's no point. There's no point in that at all. Oh shit, Joey's got the disc. Big up to Joey. But yeah. What else? Shout out Maldini. Trust me, man. Trust. Like, I have a lot of thoughts about this stadium thing. The one thing I will say to back the pitch owners is that they haven't been given a proposal about the else court ground. So we can't say, like, they're stopping us moving and everything like that. They actually haven't been given a proposal. So there's been nothing for them to make a vote about. But do I think that they would allow else court? Not really, because they like the power that they have with the name Chelsea FC, and that's what my problem would be. Look, if these men cannot allow us to move to else court, I'm sorry, they're enemies of progress. Everyone who votes against a move to else court is an enemy of progress if we are able to make that sort of move. I don't care about the heritage of Stamford Bridge. Shut up with your nostalgia act and your sentiment. Football moves on, people move on, life moves on. Let's move on. At the very least, we'd be at a place that is still Chelsea. We'd be at a place that is 5 minutes away from the original place where Stamford Bridge is. Now, if it's like 50 miles away from the bridge, I get it. I actually understand at that point. Because that isn't Chelsea. That's nowhere near Chelsea. But else court, 5-10 minutes away from the ground. Don't piss me off and say no to this shit. Don't. But they need the proposal first. And they haven't had one. So they don't have the rights to name Chelsea, though. They don't. Or is it like, could they change it to FC Chelsea or something? I don't know. Like, part of me already thinks that the whole thing of them doing CFC LDN and like changing the badge and everything, I see a deeper meaning behind that, where it's like a last case scenario. They're just going to change the name and move. That's what I think it might come down to, as like a last case scenario. But we'll be CFC London, or God knows what it is, because they have the power to do that. All the Chelsea pitch owners have is the name Chelsea FC. They have the brand. And that's still massive. But I think if push comes to shove, they'll just take us away from that. So, I don't know. Look, forget even 2 stops up the district line. More time for anybody who is going to Stamford Bridge. Unless you're going through Wimbledon, you'd get off before anyway. You'd get off at Else Court, or you'd get off at West Kensington, and you'd be at the Else Court spot. So, hey. Hey, yeah, Namaya, my bad. Let me pattern that now. because I don't know who timed you out. Also, Wavy Nudge, if you're here as well, shout me. If you're here as well, shout me. Bro, look, I hear all that. Like, I'm not going to say anything disrespectful because big up to Peter Osgood, Chelsea legend. But if it's an earn or something, like, just take it. And if it's not, then for me, that was a short-sighted move, isn't it? Yeesh. I just end up calling it Chelsea anyway. I won't front. It would just be Chelsea to me. It's like when the Cardiff owners changed the color of Chelsea. I'm going to send the link while I'm talking as well because the players are in the tunnel. But it's like when Cardiff City changed their shirts to reds from blue. They still called themselves the Bluebirds and everything. That would just be the same thing for me. Now, I would expect that there'll be a section of fans who just turn away from that Chelsea and create their own club, like do the non-league route, like Wimbledon and everything. And more power to them if they want to do that. But for me, look, if they're to move, I'd get it. But probably just would want both of them to do well. I would just really want both of them to do well. I just hope it don't get to that point. That's why I'm hoping that there's a chance for us to get Earls Court, because there is that whole meeting that we spoke about with the Hammersmith and Fulham Council from a few months back, where they said that where everyone was in agreement that it makes more sense for the new flats to be built at Stamford Bridge and for Chelsea to move to Earls Court because it would be better for tourism around the area. It's just they need to put a proposal through to the Chelsea pitch owners and try to get them on side. There'll be a section that just likes the power and the gatekeeping and the heritage that's around the bridge. And they're going to waffle about how 60k is enough and everything like that. No, it's not. Football keeps growing and we would want this ground to be for more than just football as well. So we need a little bit more than just that. And also, we'd have to end up moving after a couple decades anyway, because everybody else would have bigger grounds too, and we'd be playing catch-up again. So I'd rather just move, because when we get to that situation, everybody that is moaning about staying at the bridge and everything and our heritage, you know what? They're going to be dead. I'm sorry to even say it. They're going to be dead. It's all the older fans that are doing this bullshit, and they're going to be pushing up daisies by the time we get to that point where the new bridge is sorted and we'd have to move again. So, why are you going to leave that as a problem for the future generations of Chelsea fans? I don't know. It's just selfishness. That's literally what it is. That's literally what it is. So yeah, that's basically my thoughts on it. It's a load of pettiness. These guys like the idea that they have something over Clear Lake and they don't like Clear Lake. And that's what leads to where we are. Like, I would actually think Clear Lake have a tougher job than Roman when it comes to like trying to get these pitch owners on side. Maybe it would even end in a situation where they'd still own the rights to name Chelsea FC, but it would carry on into Earls Court or something. I don't know. But also, I don't know if Clear Lake would want that either, because I'm sure they'd want the brand to the club that they fucking own. So it's all a messy situation. It's just a really messy situation, which ideally should have been patterned in the Roman era. But I think Roman couldn't get a full agreement with the Chelsea pitch owners over, I don't know if it was the Battersea Power Station or if it was this one. I'm really not too sure. Really not too sure. But yeah. Yeah, big up Nathan, big up Deuce, man. I hope you guys are all good.
Yes,
Yeah,
bro,
big
you
up.
alright?
Yeah, I'm doing alright.
Fucking tangent about this whole situation with Stamford Bridge.
Yeah,
Because
but no,
United
bro,
get new
I'm
stadium.
ready to move. I'm ready
Thanks.
to move, I'll be honest.
Same here.
Because like if we had Earls Court, right, you would know when we're moving from Chelsea.
The
So
thing
it's
is,
like, I've
right,
got an opportunity to say goodbye. But
the
I'll
thing
let
is,
you
right,
go.
people go to Earls Court to get off the station to get to Stamford Bridge most of the time. So it's not like that much of an issue. It's not even much further away.
And the guys coming from West would be going from West Kensington, which would be
Yeah.
the same spot. Like there's 3 stations you could get off from around the Earls Court area. You have obviously Earls Court, West Brompton, you have West Kensington too. People coming from all 3 areas of London.
Yeah, the only
It's
thing for me
perfect.
is I can't get the direct train from Watford anymore. But it is what it is.
Oh yeah, because you switch at West Brompton, no?
Well, yeah, but I just can't. Yeah, I can. I mean, but it's rather than one trip because I get off at West Brompton and walk usually. But yeah.
Oh yeah, because Watford's underground, right?
No, the Southern train. You know that goes through like Shepherd's Bush, Harrow, etc.
Oh yeah. I know
Yeah.
which one. Yeah, West Brompton one still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up Ahmed, bro. But apparently there was a meeting in the Hammersmith and Fulham Council a few months ago where everyone was in agreement, including, I think, the project that is doing the housing thing, that would be better for them to take the Stamford Bridge area and for us to move to Earls Court. Because it would make sense for them from a project perspective, not a project, a tourism perspective.
But
if
did
we
you
have a
see there's
70, 80k ground, you can bring in NFL, you can bring in concerts, all of that shit. That's better for the area. Whereas again,
for
at the
sure.
bridge, it's 60k and nothing else.
Did you see there's a thing that came out I think earlier saying that we earn the least in ticket revenue per ticket, like revenue per ticket, and that's obviously because of like, the low capacity of our stadium. We earn like the lowest.
That's why there's hospitality seats all over the West and East stand now. And then people complain, oh, I can't get tickets. Oh, the atmosphere's dead. Here's why no one wants to move.
No, for sure.
But then they'll moan about the atmosphere while they play a part in the atmosphere being shit too. It's just a walking circle of just people moaning about everything and doing nothing to help.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't have a problem if we move at all. If anything, I want it. If anything, I want it because I get people. I get there are older fans that will be like, "Oh, the heritage of Stamford Bridge. They've been there for ages." But for someone like me who isn't obviously that old, it's like I get Stamford Bridge has like a massive heritage, but it's like eventually things need to change. Like Man United, they're getting their new stadium. They love Old Trafford, despite it being a shithole. They love it.
Yeah.
And there's going to be guys that are against the Old Trafford move as well, but like, I guess the good thing is it ain't their decision. With us, like, these guys can actually have a say, which is why everything's becoming a conversation about emotion and shit, and it's just fucking sad.
Yeah.
Oh, we have heritage here. This is our home and everything. Okay. Well, we're not asking you to move away from your area. It's like moving from one side of your borough to another side of the borough. Like, oh, boo-hoo. You're not away from your whole life. What was that?
Is it still SW6 Earls Court? Or is it?
I think it is. Either way, it's like 10 minutes away. It don't make a difference.
That's what I mean.
Like, it's literally... Yeah, Andrew, we already said earlier, though, it can be changed. Because, like, there was an agreement in the last meeting, it would be better for Chelsea to have that spot. So it can be changed. The only thing is, though, they have to bring a proposal to the Chelsea pitch owners. They haven't brought one yet. So, like, we can't fully say that they aren't allowing it. It's just I kind of expect them not to allow it. I kind of expect it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now I've got something on Clear Lake that they can hold on to, and they'll hold on to it for dear life. But really and truly, we're going to outlast Clear Lake. They're not going to be here forever. We will.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, it's shit. But here we are. Smash the likes, guys. Big up everybody. Sub to Doobs' channel too. I'm putting the link in the title now, guys.
Thank you, bro.
So
Appreciate
everybody
that.
make sure, yeah, you do that. How many subs you on anyway, bro?
I passed 100 the other day. But I'm gonna do another video maybe tomorrow but yeah, I'm hoping. I went on the terrace the other day. That gave me a bit of a boost, but I just need to find consistency. It's just where I'm working 5 days a week. I work 9 till 5:30 every day. When I go back to uni in September, I'll have a lot more time. But
hey, I'd say for now, like, just think about what you want to do, because the international break's next week, so that ain't gonna help you for shit.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, deflected. Oh, second. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, because to start off with my channel, I just want to do Chelsea content. Like for now, I don't actually enjoy doing much content on other teams. I literally just enjoy doing Chelsea content, and also
I
takes up a
hear
lot
that.
of time.
So it's always Chelsea
as well.
first.
Yeah, because that's how like Eunice started out just doing Chelsea content. Now he does other teams as well, but.
Yeah, Blue Boy Ultra. I'm buying a pitch owners thing next month. I'm buying a share myself, so then I can at least vote. Oh, second Salah. Oh wow.
Ooh.
What a block off the line.
What a block. What a ball! Who played that ball?
Sobozai takes that down well. The cutback is very
what
well
a drop.
taken from McAllister.
McAllister's
I
an
think the
underrated
share's
player, you know?
125 quid. Let me get it up for you guys now.
What, you could literally just go in and say, I want to share.
Like, you could go on the website and buy one.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not saying I'm going to buy a share because I ain't got the money for that, but still.
Yeah, no. So it's 125 quid for an electronic share. For an unframed one, it's 130. 140 for a framed one, and 190 for a framed one signed by a squad player.
Okay. Yes.
So you get a share, but like it's obviously a very, very small amount. But what it also means is if Stamford Bridge gets sold, I think you get a piece of it. Obviously, a very, very small amount of the sale.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, a little piece.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So I'm gonna do that so I can have my vote at least.
Yeah, fairs. But I'm just scared, like, how many are gonna like vote? So when you say vote, it's like voting to move, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
voting whether to stay or move, or yeah.
Wonder how many
55%
people
want to
vote
stay at the
stay.
bridge. Again, ticket price will be like trebled then. There'll be less seats available because they need to make more hospitality seats to match the revenue. And then like this whole youth model will still be flipped up to 20 because they need to make some money up to count for the match day revenue. Salah's just burned Nuno Mendes there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Too many players around him. Can you get the second?
Oh.
That's gone wide. Fuck it, hell. Salah got one up on Nunes immediately. Had to get his get back from the first leg. Yeah, Maldini. Literally anybody can go and buy a share and have a vote. ACFC, but like this is again the revolving circle thing that I'm talking about. Like the model is most likely going to remain this strict. Maybe with a bit more experience if we get into UCL. I don't know, doubt it. But it's going to remain that strict because you've got to make up for the lack of matchday revenue.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is the problem.
See, that I can kind of feel for the owners on, but I can sympathize.
No, Maldini, no one else has the pitch owner thing. It was made by Ken Bates to protect Chelsea from ever being forced out of Stamford Bridge. It was just made in the 80s. It's just clearly obsolete now. It was never needed from when Roman took over. But it's just in place now. And they have the rights to name Chelsea FC.
1-0 Inter.
Yeah, Thuram scored.
Oh, shit. Well, what's the aggregate score there?
3-0. Inter.
Okay, yeah, done. Yeah, Fraser, I already know, but this is my problem. If we renovate and we have to move again, all those fans that didn't want us to move will be dead. So they won't have to worry about the problems then. That'll be all for the future generations of Chelsea to have to worry about.
Can't lie, we could have done without Arsenal winning 7-1 because it means they're going to rest so many players tomorrow, innit?
Mm-hmm. But this is the good thing about the way we play too. Because of how like slow and boring it is, it also minimizes fatigue. So,
Yeah, true. We've got players coming back now as well. I mean, I don't know if Lavia is actually going to start, but he'll be on the bench, surely.
Him and James should, I imagine, but I'd be surprised if one of them isn't.
James was just ill, wasn't he? Or was he just lying?
Yeah, he was just ill.
but we'll find out.
Allegedly.
Ones. These men have lied to us all season. I'm struggling to believe he's ill anyway.
Yeah, same.
ACFC, I get that, but we're going away from like the whole bridge situation. We know they've spent the billion poorly, but I mean, like, not moving because we don't trust them is not going to help us at all. It's not. We know the billion was spent poorly and everything, but we also know that part of the reason why we're buying so many youth players and flipping them is because our matchday revenue stinks. Like next season, I think we'll have the 10th highest ground in the league because Everton's moving. God forbid Sunderland goes up, we'll be 11th. Big up Known Unknown too, my G. Big up Elijah. I've got Lee coming on Friday. I'm going to see who else I can get on as well.
Yeah, I messaged Lee, see what he has planned for the game. Said if he needs a Chelsea fan on his channel.
Oh, Is that a free kick? No, that's a Leverkusen game. Yeah, Yandu, Sunderland have a bigger stadium than us. They got like 49k.
Stadium a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, they got we got championship teams with bigger grounds than us. But hey, it's okay. We have heritage at Stamford Bridge. It's fine. Oh, I don't want to leave for a soulless bowl. Meanwhile, we're in a soulless hut. Okay. Oh. Coventry don't have a bigger stadium than us. Don't piss me off. There's no way.
I remember Rory Jennings done a video a couple years ago saying that it'd be a disgrace if we left Stamford Bridge or something like that.
Yo, they're like 8k off us.
Oh wow.
They're 8k off us, you know. Hold up. Hold on. Hillsborough are like 200 seats off us. And we have 3k more than Leeds. Like, we're not even clear of the championship grounds. Hey, at least we got heritage, lads. At least we got heritage.
Yep.
Man. That's mad, to be fair.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we don't want to move. All that shit. Fucking stupid. Cardiff hasn't got a bigger stadium than us. Cardiff has 33k. So that's us. Yeah, you see, J Book, I've just come to realize you're a troll now. So big up to you. That one comment just baited it out to me. Now I know you just do the whole I'm gonna say everything opposite. Oh, good ball to Dembele. Really good pass out wide.
Good pass. Go on.
Barcola. Good tackle. Kanate. It's still creeping in. PSG have
1-0.
equalized. I mean, well, taking the lead. Aggregates equalized.
Go
there
on.
we are, guys.
There we go at Anfield as well. Fair play.
PSG have scored first at Anfield on the UCL night. Well, to be fair, PSG could like fucking match Anfield's atmosphere just off that away end alone. They're nuts. Millennium.
I've been to a PSG game before. I remember, I think it was like 6-1. I can't remember who they played, but it was years ago. The atmosphere was mental.
Let's remember when they came to the bridge. It was nuts. Nuts.
He's onside.
Yeah, J Book, sure thing, bro. Big up to you, innit? You know them ones. Just that darting run from Dembele, man. It's always going to be a problem, even with the likes of Van Dijk and Kanate. Oh, no, I think it's Kanate's touch that brings it away. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
that's some lack of communication there still. But big up, Alex.
Big up, Alex.
Oh, no, people.
What do you mean Sam isn't live? He is live.
I don't want Chelsea Stadium to move because of these owners.
Solely because of the owners?
Yep.
It's a trusting in it. Yeah.
Yep.
Fair play to you.
The reason you said that we need the revenues, that's not necessary. The loan system, it actually works with the big teams too. The reason why Real Madrid don't do it because they have a different TV right situation compared to England. England spreads money around to all the clubs. And Spain, they do it based on the club's value, like based on how. So Real Madrid gets more portion than lower teams.
Yeah. Then
TV
Barcelona
revenue money.
get the most. Yeah.
So in England, doesn't matter which position you get, you still get the piece of TV rights. So that's one thing. Another thing is.
Ooh, good touch.
What a touch!
What a touch.
So
sorry, go on.
The other thing is. Basic things, like for example, if a loan system is not a problem and we use the loan system to increase our value, show me the evidence that giving more money to them is going to be spent differently. So basically they spend money when they had it. If you have a bigger revenue, they're gonna spend it the same way, right?
Hmm.
So what's the
Well, I
purpose
guess it
of
is
us?
up in the air.
No,
It
it's
is,
not
yeah.
up in the air. It's been 3 years. They spend it the way they spend it, right?
Oh no, I mean in terms of like future and all of that. But even in terms of stadium, like we're gonna be here longer than Clear Lake, so it'd probably be better for us long term to have that move anyway.
Yeah, but the
If
Clear
Else
Lake.
Court's there, like I don't think whether
No.
Clear
I
Lake are in
will
charge
agree
or
to
not makes
that.
a difference.
I will
Okay.
agree to that if they will do the one thing. They will give the rights to the stadium just to at the new place to the
To the CPO. Yeah.
to the CP to the people that owns the field now.
Oh, so the CPO to like remain to having
Remain
the
the
rights to
owner of the
brands.
field even if I move. Then you will know the true colors of the new ownership.
I mean, that might actually be a fair enough compromise.
Yeah, maybe
I don't
that's
think
that's-
they'd give like the rights to the stadium, but like the rights to the name,
The
like
rights
the
to
brand,
the
like the
name
same thing
and
as
to
before.
yes.
Yeah.
It's not the stadium, it's actual field. It's actual ground.
the grass, the pitch area
The grass,
itself.
the pitch, not the stands around it. The pitch.
No, yeah, not the stands. It's the brand, the name
brand.
Chelsea FC. They own the name of Chelsea.
So that's just my like. It's basically they showed us what they can do, and what they can do. They had money and they spent poorly. So, as a matter of fact, they changed their mind during that time, right? They even changed their mind when they owe
Well,
the
but
club.
even though I say that one comes down to just like the bad timing of the fucking transfer of the club, innit? Because it came in the middle of the window, then it had to just be Bowley and fucking Tuchel for that first window. Then we got into sporting directors. Trent, that was nuts. Oh,
That was really
wow.
good play.
Great. Play it left.
Go on.
Oh,
Go,
no, that's
go
the
on.
right move. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Good stop, Allison.
Good.
No, but like, look, ultimately, I hear the lack of faith in terms of the ownership and everything. But if it's Elscourt, I genuinely think all like just moving there supersedes any of that. Because it at least keeps us in Chelsea with an area that we could continue to renovate at. Increases the revenue in general, means there's more seats available for match-going fans because there's now less than there was 5 years ago. And like, yeah, just overall, Elscourt has way more positives than negatives in spite of Clear Lake taking over us. Now, if it's anywhere outside of like where Chelsea is, I completely hear what everyone's saying. I wouldn't tell people to just be okay with a move like 50, 60 miles away outside of London or East London or nothing like that.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
Location is not a problem for me. I don't have a problem with location or with moving. It's just an unclarity with Clear Lake, and the thing that's the problem. Do you feel like, for example, like people did not want to do it when Roman was on, right?
Yeah.
They put out the fight to Roman. Like
But
how
even then, Roman only gave one proposal to them. Like Clear Lake haven't given any proposals yet. Which is why I'll give the CPO some credit as well. Everyone's onto them, but they haven't had a proposal to reject yet.
Well, here's the thing about the proposal. It's all about the money, right? It's how much we're gonna pay for the shares. What proposal do you talking about?
No, the proposal of moving Chelsea to
Yeah.
another ground.
What do you think the proposal means? It's financial backing. Like we're not gonna give away the share for nothing.
No, I don't think that it would be a case to buy the shares out anyway. It's more like getting their approval to move Chelsea and still retain the name of the club.
So what the ownership? Okay, I see what you're saying. Do you understand what that share means? Like its value to it, its financial value to it. So if you will get the what's the name proposed move, and not go and buying those shares, you basically have the share that it's worth nothing when you move.
Yes, but wouldn't they also end up just selling Stamford Bridge off to the property developers? Because like the other plan would be the flats that were meant to be built at Elscourt would be getting built at Stamford Bridge instead. So they would take the land, and like that's where the payout would be, no?
No, because Chelsea, that ownership that owns the land. Remember that?
Good tackle.
They don't own the land, so
Oh,
they
yeah,
don't have
so,
nothing
like-
to bargain.
So those developers would have to go and buy that
Exact-
land as well, while Chelsea would have to go and like pay out the else court land.
I'm saying like the Chelsea pitch owners don't own physical; they own the name. So if that name is moved, they physically there's no money behind it. Like it's it.
Well, shit, I mean, fairs, but like the fucking
I
shares were like
understand.
what 125.
Yeah.
Talk about
Yeah, but-
putting money. We talk about putting money into the club for like match
No.
tickets and like
I
merchandise.
understand.
and
I
shit.
understand. One person has one share. I'm pretty sure there's people who have like 30,000 shares.
touch.
That's some value.
I didn't even think about it like that, but you probably aren't wrong. There's probably someone who's bought a fuck ton of these shares for no reason.
Exactly.
Uh,
But I mean, like, look, it's meant to be stuff for the better of the club, innit?
Yeah,
And
but
like
supposed to be.
moving to else court is for the better of the club.
I understand the
So it's like they'll be showing their hand a little bit in that case.
they already showed it when they said no to Roman.
Oh, then we got just two wrong sides arguing with each other from the sounds of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it's under Roman, it was like fans were not accepting it, the beneficiary of it. Now it's going. I think it's going to be even harder.
just because it's
That's
you're
all
not
it is.
wrong. You're
Yeah.
not wrong. You're not. Like ultimately, this is just a fucking messy ass situation. I would just hope like smarter heads would prevail if it's else court. Because if there isn't any,
Mhm.
then I genuinely don't know the way out of this situation.
I'm thinking that the only reason, the only way, the only proposal they can do if they will be those shareholders, the O's now, they will transfer those shareholders into the new stadium value.
Oh,
Then it's
bargaining chip,
then
yeah.
it's financial good for them. Like you basically you part owner of a new club, of a new place.
So like, you're saying they incorporate their shares into the club or
into the
like,
club's
ground?
new stadium. Yes.
Okay,
Like
so into a new stadium.
that's the only thing it will to me. If I own significant, I'm not saying people that bought it just so they can put it like one shareholder on the wall.
Mm.
I'm talking about people that probably has more than just one share.
Yep.
They bought it for sentimental reasons, but they not own it for such sentimental reason. It's a good thing that you give it to your kids, grandkids. You transfer.
Hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I see what you mean.
as much as how you say it, it's not sentimental. For some of them, I'm pretty damn sure it's not sentimental.
Yeah, there'll be one or two. I hear it. And like, everyone's talking about how they've lost love for the club anyway. So yeah, definitely.
It's not going to be one or
Ironically,
two
yes.
because
Yes.
back then it was more than 50% did not go for Roman proposal, and he was outright want to buy them, which is back then $100 back then.
Yeah, now
Inflation.
they've gone up. Yeah, now they've gone up
Yeah.
a little bit. Maybe they could buy them out. Maybe, but even then,
Probably
that
a tough
proposal would
sell.
have to be massive. Just
Yeah,
to
they
get through to
owned
them.
that little they own literally a pitch, the green, the grass. They own that freaking thing. That's what I'm saying. If I will transfer that value for the pitch owners to the new pitch, and they will own the same ground, I think pitch owners will agree to it. There's no
Good
reason
bargaining
to
chip.
it.
Yeah.
You just
hear it.
transfer them to the same ground.
You're right. The more I think about it, you're right. Like the best way to you have to find a happy medium in this situation. It's not just going to be
course.
one side wins, other side just relents. Especially with where Chelsea are right now. So if we were to get the Else Court stand, maybe the best spot would be to just try and like keep the Chelsea pitch owners intact and just bring that idea into a new ground.
Because
Because at least then you can have this conversation again with future owners, depending on how they are and how they operate.
Yep.
Because now there's obvious doubts of Clearlake and everything. Clearlake won't be here forever, and there'll be somebody else in charge.
You see,
Hopefully they're gone next
again.
season.
I just
Bit optimistic
told
there.
I just told how you can increase the franchise. Like you said, first of all, it's not a franchise. England runs the TV things differently than Spain or any other leagues. So you go talk to them about why Real Madrid can afford and Chelsea or some Premier League cannot afford. Number two is you win the trophies. That's another way you can increase your value of the thing. Stadium, I agree, but it's not the only way you can actually do it.
Shit cross.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess. Well,
if like it's just the new ownership is that so nobody knows what's the plan is.
No.
So how you can
we
give
barely
somebody
hear anything. Like we hear from Bowley once a year, and that's about it, and nothing else.
But that's what I'm saying. When they bought it, they said we want Chelsea fans. What's the name? We want Chelsea Football Club to talk to their fans and stuff. Remember that nonsense when they bought the club?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We saw Todd Bowley as representative in the Spaces, Chelsea Spaces one time. And that's how we end up where we end up.
Now we only ever really hear from them if the club's in a good place.
I mean, we heard from Bowley after the protest, but that was about it.
That's the thing. We knew that they could swap like the role of who's like the face of the club. First was Todd Bowley for a couple of years, and it would go back to one of Egg Bowley and the other one.
Yeah, Bowley gave up day-to-day operations in last season.
Yeah.
But like when Todd Bowley, when like the whole ownership thing the sale was going through, wasn't they made Bowley like the face of it all? And then as the ownership started to like progress, then Clearlake's name started getting mentioned more, Barley's name started getting mentioned more. It kind of made Bowley the face of it. My
kind of frustration is like if I'm in the like you said, Lewis, that the Todd Bowley did not like the way the transfer of the club went in the middle of the summer. Yeah, I agree with you. Blah blah blah. But when you are ready to spend 4 billion, would you be kind of half-assed prepared what to do if you buy it? It's not like he knew at the one day that he like it's it. I'm buying it. Like that's the only way. He probably knew that way earlier, based on how much the talk around went. It's technically between two owners. At the end of the day, Ricklitz and Todd Bowley. Right?
So Clearlake, Todd Bowley, I think.
No, I'm
Hans-Org
saying
Wyss and Feliciano.
No. I'm talking about how many final bidders for Chelsea was.
There was the Ricketts.
6 or 5.
There was some Saudi interest. I don't really recall who else.
Nick Kennedy.
Yeah,
but you have to remember it was rushed. So like to a point, it was kind of like that, just like not within a day.
Yes. So you would expect somebody to at least contact somebody and say like, hey, how are we supposed to run it? Not, oh, Marina, you out. Pericek, you out. Tuchel, you out.
But even then, we know Tuchel got sacked. But I think Marina and Czech, like, didn't they choose to leave?
Yeah, they choose to leave. That's what I'm saying. But they choose to leave. But they didn't even, like why wouldn't you, like, persuade them? Like, say, like, Liz, please stay for this summer.
How do we know they didn't?
I know. I'm not saying that. You know how I know they didn't? Because they didn't brought nobody.
But again, doesn't that come down to the rush?
Yeah.
I don't know. If I'm like,
it's like you gotta look at the timing of it. The timing was just horrible. It took until midway through the window for us to confirm like the ownership. And then it had to literally just be Tuchel and Bowley, and Tuchel didn't even want to do all of that.
No.
Yeah.
I think it genuinely just comes down to that. A big up,
because
Joey.
We had extenuating circumstances though, because we were under sanctions as well, so we had no choice but to get the club sold ASAP. Yeah, like it was a case of, or that would go into liquidation potentially.
I think people
that's the
forget
choice.
the reason why Marina and Czech actually left.
Well, Marina's
Like people actually
temporary,
forget what
yeah.
actually happened between that whole situation.
I might have
Check-
forgotten to be
check
fair.
I'm not
Because
so sure.
because last year when we were supposed to be sanctioned because of all the shit Roman did, and we gave up the books, part of who was a part of that was Marina and Czech that were in the building when that whole situation was happening. So like the funds that were going to places that we shouldn't have been sending them to, Marina and Czech were in the building when that happened. So we needed to clear
No,
house
wasn't
from
Marina.
all of the people that were still in the building of that during that time. So it looked like we didn't do anything wrong. We didn't know what we were doing. That was the whole reason why these people left. It was simultaneous. Czech, Marina, and whoever there was a CEO. I think it was the CEO.
Marina and
left
Czech
all at
did
the
not
same
leave
time.
last season.
All at the same
No.
time.
Like I think the season after the takeover.
They
I
left
think.
all at the same time, and then right
Marina and
after
Czech left the same summer we bought it. We switched the owners, like literally within the month.
No, they left that summer after.
After you
They
hold
left
on.
the summer after, not the year that they bought it. The year after they bought it, they left.
Are you 100% sure?
I'm not 100% sure.
It was announced on June 22nd, 2022. That
Exactly,
she
when
would
we
leave
bought
Chelsea by the end of the 21-22
So no.
season following the change in ownership of the club.
Yep.
And just to double check
the
on
hell?
Petter's chat.
Because didn't
it.
Bruce
You're right.
Buckley
People don't
that?
remember when Marina and Peter Czech left.
That was the whole thing. Was Marina and Czech and all these people were still in the building when that whole thing happened. Like
No,
that was
it
the whole
wasn't.
thing.
You're talking about when we
they leave,
snitched.
Alex? Why they
Yeah,
fucking
same
leave?
thing with Czech. Same thing with
Yeah,
Czech.
check.
Yeah,
Why they
because
fucking leave then, bro?
what's the
Because
name?
they went into the books, they saw what was in the books, and then they had to report it, and they sent it out.
Lewis,
They
can
sent
you
those
Google?
dudes out.
Dembele.
Because we
Oh,
reported on
God.
ourselves the first year.
Lewis, Google when we snitch on ourselves about the books.
Chelsea self-reporting.
Yeah,
Self-reporting,
when was that? And let's see if Marina and Peter Czech is still there.
Bruce Buck, that's the name I was looking for.
Bruce Buck left the same time.
That's what I was
Even
thinking. Yeah.
no, actually earlier than Marina and Peter Czech.
No, he left just before.
Yeah,
I think it was in 2023.
that's what I know.
Saying 28th of July 2023. That's when the club statement on the UEFA
Okay.
Yep.
decision for the self.
When in 2023, Lewis?
July 28th.
So that's for the season beforehand, correct?
In the books of it, no, yeah. Last
It would
season,
end up
last
being
season,
the season beforehand.
yeah.
So-
Last season. Yeah, that's it.
It is what it is. I just don't think that. I just think that this whole thing with getting rid of Marina and Czech and all these people was like always going to happen regardless when new ownership comes in. That's just
To clean
what
house.
it was.
Yeah, it's a clean house. Any
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like for the people that saying, oh, they didn't have the time to do all that because like.
I mean, they really didn't.
They did
No,
leave
they didn't.
immediately.
They had a month.
No,
Well, it
they
was June
bought it by the
2022
June
they left, wasn't it?
exactly June. So it's 2 more months in the
So-
transfer window.
There's 2 more months. So you
you're
expect
saying-
By the way,
when people
I don't
land,
even
they-
understand. By the way,
Bring in an
hold on a
immediately
second.
new one.
I don't even understand. I
So
don't even
I
understand why
guess
the
I don't
transfer
understand what
window.
you mean by this, Alex. You expected 2 months to hire
exactly.
a sporting director with a
Is
like
there?
With
There?
a project in
direction
mind for the
to
club.
take them in within the first
No.
months of acquiring the club.
If I'm buying myself something, I'm not doing it. I'm buying somebody that actually knows how to run it. If I'm billionaire, that's number one. Number two, transfer window does not obligate it for the owner to buy yourself a sporting directors. You don't have to be within 2 months. You can buy a sporting director in September, right? You can buy a
Yeah,
Sporting
they
Director
brought
in November.
When
So
Stanley
But then
why
you're
are we
just
saying-
skipping out the
months
entire.
after.
Wait. You jumping. We are still jumping beyond the summer though. That summer transfer window was an issue. Like the only
Why was
player
it
that we
issue?
got out of that summer transfer window was Cucurella. That actually helped us.
No, I'm saying
Well, in hindsight,
like
now, yeah.
what I'm saying is
how is it
we-
no, Alex? I don't see how you could say no to that. You're skipping over the entire summer window of when they bought the club. You're just skip. We lost 2 center backs that window. Like what do you mean no?
Oof.
Ooh.
again, when that
Great
thing
comeback,
when that
Dembele.
thing happened, you don't need the what's his name to. We have a squad. We have a couple of players that out. We still had a squad. We didn't start clearing it until the next summer.
No. But all right, so we had a squad, right? But we lost Rudiger
and
and
Christensen.
Christensen on free, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And we didn't have Lukaku. We didn't have it was a lot of things on top of it. It wasn't just that, just that's it. Just get by 2 center backs. We did that, and Wesley Fofana got injured, and Koulibaly was a bum.
Ooh, Salah.
So
Nearly went.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand that. Like, I don't understand.
I think the real question is like, did Marina and Czech commit to the new ownership before like?
no,
choosing to
because
leave or
I
what?
think it's due to the I actually think it's due to the money. The way I understood it was due to the money, because if it was like how you say it, like severance package. Do you know what that is, Lewis?
Yeah,
severance
severance.
package. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's due to that.
So they like the
One,
severance
yeah.
package that we have?
I think it's due to severance package. 1000%. It's not due to us self how you say it, self-reporting. Yeah,
I still to this day do not believe that the reason why specifically Marina, maybe not Czech, but specifically Marina, ended up having to leave was because of all the dirty laundry that she knew about Roman. That was just because during the self-reporting, we claimed we didn't know about this before buying the club.
Yeah, Marina was the one running the club day to day.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so
that's
I
the
could hear
reason
that
why
clearly from
that's the
Marina.
reason why the correlation is that's my correlation behind it. So I mean, maybe I don't have the timeline to the exact, but that's my correlation.
Here's what it is. If that's true, why was the difference between give her a severance package, let her quit, over fire her? If you have that strong of a case,
Because
then
it's not
then
like
you
she.
don't.
But
Then
Marina's
let me finish my sentence.
well, I'm answering your question.
I'm not asking you a question. I'm asking
You are
you.
asking. You just asked
Not
the
you.
question, Alex.
Not
you. Just
you.
asked the question.
It's a generalizing thing. So if you have that case against Marina, why you cannot fire her and cut and don't pay her? Why do you need severance package? If you have that case against her, you fired her. That's it. You don't have to pay her out.
I mean, there's so much more to that than just.
Okay, that's a great answer. So
I can give you an answer, but you decided to interrupt me. I'm not about to. You decided to stop me before I can answer the question. So, like, yeah, I could give you an answer. I could easily give you an answer. Between all the bad PR that this ownership group already had, getting rid of Marina in that manner, you think that's a good idea for the way that them walking into the club, firing back and firing Marina without a severance.
They did not have a bad rep yet. Tuchel was still at the club.
Exactly. They didn't have a bad rep yet. So instead of making a big deal between Marina, you could from my understanding. I'm not giving you the direct right answer because I can't tell you what the answer is to that. I can't tell you the answer why they gave her a severance package and why they didn't. Maybe good faith. It could be just that. Like I can't actually give you an answer. I can give you what it could be, but I don't know what the inner workings of the club is. I can just make assumptions, just like you making assumptions. That's it. Nothing to it.
All I can say is I hope this fucking ownership get removed from this club as quick as possible.
Bro, I'm ready to. I was speaking to my mate on TikTok. I'm getting encouraged to start another protest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
on Sunday.
I don't think anything's gonna happen personally, but
Well, it's
these
not gonna
guys
happen
aren't
right
going
now.
anywhere.
Well,
If
now
you
you've just been
if you
showing
keep
it ain't
spreading-
consistent, so it's
These
pointless
guys aren't
now.
going anywhere, bro. It's
not
like
right
I'm
now,
upset.
but-
Is upset with. I've been upset before. Everybody else was upset about this whole thing.
Oh wow.
Like,
You should get a medal for that.
Hey, okay. So that's how you're gonna act when I didn't even get to finish my sentence. Oh, look at how it works. Oh, when someone wants to speak a whole phrase, you have to stop them. But when I get to speak their own phrase, you can get interrupted. And it's no big deal. Okay, that's how
I
it works.
wasn't answering your question or
Oh
anything.
yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Nobody asked you to interrupt me though. No one answered your question. No one asked a question. No one had even spoke to you.
Yeah, because I was speaking before you came.
Oh, okay. So I'm not allowed to speak at all because you got here first.
Yeah. Like my 5 years old will say it, founders, keepers, whatever the fuck that is.
That's what it is.
Zavi, how's your baby?
Good. He's making. Didn't
Big up.
unmute.
Oh,
What do you think his point on ownership? What do you think?
I came late. I don't know what shit.
No. Your boy's view on ownership. What do you think he thinks?
Who's my boy?
The what?
Wait, what? My bad, man. What?
Your
is it?
child. What's his views on this new ownership?
Oh, he's like, ba. Basically, yo, when he tries to watch Chelsea games, he just runs away. So, guess he's not happy.
Of course, he's not. Normal people don't happy with this kind of thing.
And you know the funny thing is, like, they could fix it. Like, you know what I mean?
Very easily.
Like, and you can see, like, for instance, who we played the European game where the guy had like a free header at the back post. That's just lack of concentration, and that happens to us so much because we just have young guys in the back line. We don't have no organizer. We don't have like that senior member. Just get 3 senior top guys. That's it. Or 4. And you're good.
I mean, that's what I'd hope we would learn to do in the summer, but like I have to see it from them first at this point.
Well, it's kind of like based.
It's really, especially if we get Champions League, they don't do anything like that. And if with Champions League, then I'm gonna be really fucking angry. Because that like really, that's really like my biggest problem behind the whole thing is, all right, so your excuse was where we can't pay the wages because we're not in Champions League. Okay, so now that we're in Champions League, what is your excuse? What can be your excuse for not getting the right player now? Like that's the real question for me. It's like, fuck we doing fucking around not getting a striker this summer when we targeted 3. Why did you go get a goalkeeper that the manager didn't want and get a midfielder that we didn't need?
3 windows about a striker, no experienced centre back, no Fofana replacement.
No, it's not that experienced centre back. We did get experienced centre back, just not a fucking like a one that
Laurie and needle mover.
Call me crazy. I think Tosin's been underrated this
because
season.
literally, Lewis, you should be doing both. Replacement for center back for Fofana and experienced center back. It should be both. It should be a player that can be that experience for experience and be able to replace Fofana in moments. Like it should be one player that can do both. It shouldn't be 2 separate ones. You know what I'm saying? The whole striker situation is just a joke. Like that's what really turned me off of this whole project to begin with. This summer, I was turned the fuck off from this project. That's it. Once that window closed, I was like, I said it to everyone. This shit ain't going nowhere. Shit ain't going nowhere.
Especially in positions that you don't play about. So like the GK position, right? You don't get that right, your backline is nervous. Like I feel like Sanchez don't even have to do much. Is the fact that they know they got Sanchez back there and creates uncertainty.
I don't understand, Xavier, why y'all are surprised about it, because they said it from the first time they bought it. They said that they gonna buy based on data, right?
Yeah.
So data, what kind of data you can have when you buy a player experience? Where you can reach that data from?
Tangibles, man.
Exactly.
100%, Alex. 100%. That's been my biggest issue with the way that this has been run for the. There's intangible things in football that you can't look on a fucking graph. You can't. You can't find it on a graph. You can't find how calm a person is on the ball on a graph.
And another thing, when they said that they want the data, they want it based on the data. It's even before those Brighton, what's the name? Directors came in.
Yeah.
That quote was mentioned way before
the unfortunate circumstance. That's how all sports has been being run over the last, I don't know, 4 to 5 years. Realistically, it's just really based off of data. But there's also, when you look at data, there's also the eye test that has to match the data. And I don't believe these people are actually watching football. They're just looking at graphs.
No, they aren't. Yeah.
Anyway, based on if they want to go run on data, name me the club that made the team successful based on data and age that they run into. You have to pull the data from somewhere to go by what you're saying. They basically lying to themselves even before they started the whole freaking thing, because they said they're going to based on data. But when you ask them, where'd you get that data from that you can be successful and you can be that? Where's the data
So you're
from?
saying what you're saying is, I guess, let me try to reiterate it so I can explain, so I can understand it. So you're saying is the data, like with like having a data run club, where is the data for a data run club to be successful? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know. To me, I don't really have an answer to that. To be honest,
it's literally.
I don't really have an answer to that.
It's literally.
I can give you an example of a team that is somewhat data run, that is successful, which is Liverpool. Michael Edwards is actually a data run director of football. Like that's how he's always been. So, but once again, that I guess. How successful are you really asking from that Liverpool team, the original Liverpool team? They've won 1 Champions League. They've won 1 Premier League. I mean, how is that like your measurement of success in an 8-year time frame? You see what I'm saying? So it's like necessarily like you're right, but also there is also the factor of Liverpool where they were running with. I'm sorry.
They ran the data based on specific positions. They didn't use that same data when they bought the defenders.
I disagree with that, actually. Konate and Van Dijk were data-led defenders back when they were at Southampton and Leipzig.
I think Ray Charles could pick you the best center back at that time was Van Dijk in Premier League. Ray Charles.
He was at Southampton.
Yes. Ray Charles knew that he's the best center back in the Premier League. The blind person. I don't know what kind of data you needed. They went for the highest one.
Okay, but okay. So sure, that's once again, it's not even if you want to consider that Konate wasn't the best defender
even
at Leipzig.
Before that.
I know, but I'm giving you another example. So because sure, like I'm giving you an example of you said everybody knew Van Dijk was going to be the best center back in the league. Sure. If that's, I mean, I can disagree with you in that in a certain sense because he was at Southampton at the time. But sure, if that's how you feel. But with Konate, with Matip, those were data-led defenders. Those guys were. Konate wasn't the best defender on his own team at Leipzig.
When Van Dijk was there, who was beside Van Dijk when they won the Premier League?
I think it was Matip.
Hey, so why do I need
Matip-
data? Why that? What's
Matip
his
was a
name?
free signing.
That's what that you don't get it. They bought all the players.
They
They
were,
buy all the players. They had, you see,
I mean,
that guy
older. If you're saying older, it's only a couple years though that we're talking.
And-
We're talking
and-
like 2 years,
no,
3
no.
years. They're like 23, 24, most of them that when they were bought.
what's his name? What's his name? That the director for Liverpool that actually got the
Michael Edwards.
Yes, when he was there, that's when the club was running. When he left, I don't think they did it.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. You're 100%
So-
right about that. But they didn't win when he left. They didn't win anything when he left.
But they won
They didn't
when
win
he was
nothing when he
there.
left, bro. They lost. They only won like FA Cups and stuff like that. But they never won. They didn't win anything big when Michael Edwards left.
Yeah, by the way, they paid 85 freaking mil for the unknown player from Sandro. But my point is, they have to have a data to pull the data. And if the data wasn't there, how you can come up with the data? It's like literally, it's like that Wall Street market people. Like to compare one data versus another, you have to have a baseline. To compare any data, you have to have a baseline. You have to have a low point line. You have to have a high point line, right?
I mean, sure, but I mean, the
Very
fact of the matter
emotional.
is the fact of the matter of this is of this. They're trying to be innovators in essence. Like it's not necessarily that. Like you're right? But there's also the outliers of innovation, right? Like of understanding before other people understand, right? Like
So,
and
okay,
to me,
okay.
I'm not
okay.
saying that Chelsea's that. I'm not
Oh
saying
shit!
it's
I
Chelsea's
gotta
that.
go.
But
I
when
gotta
you
go. I gotta
when
go.
you
I'm
bring
running late.
in when you
I
bring
know
in the
worries.
stock market, right?
Yeah,
When you
Alex.
bring in the stock market, that's what it is. Like you people in the stock market who make money know before other people know. It's not because somebody else did it, so we're gonna follow their fucking. No, they it's a guess. It's
That was you that would have signed. UTI and I
Yeah.
top corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry, I just seen it. What's the name?
Well, that's the reason I'm here right now.
Sorry, Joey. I just seen it. I had to shout
oh,
out.
I don't know. No, you're good, bro.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Yo, this game is. I joined on it. This game is cracking, bro.
Yeah, this game's been really good. I'm surprised PSG ain't had more goals though.
Yeah,
Like,
they
they've
still
made
have
some
that.
really good chances.
Yeah.
The one that Dembele took a extra.
Nah,
touch on.
this one right, the one that Barcola missed is a travesty.
Yeah,
It's because he created
Even
a
the
bad
Kvaratskhelia
angle for
cut
himself.
Like, I get it's coming at a bit of an angle, but like
He created that bad angle with his touch. But I feel like the Dembele one,
a little bit.
he had an angle. He just took a bad touch.
The old Dembele probably would have fell there too. Not gonna front.
PSG have
Like the
really
Barcelona
done well
Dembele.
under pressure.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Liverpool like a good second half.
The angle.
Here's a question, guys. How do you think this current Chelsea team would do in the Champions League next season?
It just depends on how healthy we are, in my opinion, because not a lot of teams can handle our midfield.
And I think people get it confused. I think where we struggle is when teams sit back and
Yeah. In Europe, it's like these teams are all like look at how Arsenal ended up. Arsenal ended up 7-1 in their first game against PSV. Why? Because PSV won't sit back. They leave spaces all over the pitch, and they won't sit back, and they try to get at you. Most of these leagues, bro. The one thing that you don't understand about the way European football is, most of these leagues don't got the PMP that the Premier League does.
Yeah.
The teams that do, look what they're doing to us. Look what they're doing to the Liverpool. They got the PMP to deal with it. They have the pace and power on the wings to be able to deal with Salah, and then have the pace and power on the wings to be able to beat the fullbacks at Liverpool.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd be outclassed by many of these teams, to be honest. I would not think, as long as we're healthy, right? As long as we're healthy.
Yeah.
If you're talking about Chelsea right now, we get panned. We don't got a striker. By a lot of these teams, we get panned.
I think the problem with us is more in the big games is a mentality thing.
Yeah,
I feel like
I hear that.
mentality
Yeah,
for us.
I hear that.
Even
That
in the
comes
league.
with young age. I
Yeah,
think.
but the one in the big games also, that, like, in my opinion, your a lot of the mentality, your mentality comes from the top of the pitch and the bottom of the pitch, right? When you have a striker who can lead the line and push the team forward in positions when they're pinned back and and relieve pressure from a team that's pinned back, as a striker, that's only going to give your team confidence. As a goalkeeper, you being able to stop the ball in areas, in positions where we don't expect you to be able to make a save, that grows mentality. Like when you have these kind of players, that's gonna bring it. It breeds confidence throughout the entire team. You believe that if you have a bad boy striker up top, you believe that guy can create something out of one cross. That's all it takes is one decent cross, one decent ball into the box. That guy is gonna get onto it.
And
We just don't got those things right now.
I just feel like as a team, like we start taking loose touches, we start getting nervy, we start playing like outside ourselves. Like even when we go to like a Man
We
U,
do that most games, but some games we get away with it because of the result. Like Leicester, I thought we were poor, to be honest, but we got the result.
We were, but they just can't finish. That's the thing. They're a worse team.
Well, Cucurella took initiative. Thought, you know what? Let me just shoot, and then
Cucurella just saved us again.
You know what's crazy? I actually don't mind that win against Leicester because I get it.
My
It's
thing
3
is
points,
now
3 points, but
we'll be better. We'll be better in the next few games.
It's just because
Joey, I'm genuinely glad you came on and we had a conversation because you gave me a more positive perspective on that.
Yeah, nah, I think it's because of how we've been playing, and you gotta understand. I feel like I know we don't hate Jackson. We don't hate. We get frustrated with Jackson, but he's a big myth.
No, I've been saying this.
He's the only player that can stretch the pitch. That's why he moved Neto into the striker, because Neto can stretch the pitch.
Him and Neto are the only ones that press, in my opinion.
And then people don't.
Here's the thing. One thing that people don't give Palmer enough credit for, in my opinion, is his off the ball work. His off the ball work is so underrated, in my opinion. But like that's just because it's not shown, because of all the on the ball work that he does. It's it is normally so brilliant that you don't even have to look at what he does pressing wise. But when it comes to pressing, Palmer is one of our better pressers, in my opinion. Like, it's in Cuckoo and Jadon Sancho that is our problems.
I feel like he's not the one that leads the press, though. I feel like it's usually.
Well, you don't need Palmer to lead the press. You need Palmer on the end of the trap. That's what you need him on. You need him at the end of the trap.
Press trigger, always.
The thing is, he's had to drop deep a lot more now. We haven't got the likes of Jackson.
And what Joey was saying when Jackson,
to be honest, it's not just Jackson. It's Lavia too, because Lavia allowed us to progress the ball a lot easier with Palmer being up the pitch more.
You just don't press the run. You can't.
So like because what ends up happening, right, is like people will man mark Caicedo in build up, because he's so dangerous in build up. Like we've seen it against Brighton, against all these other teams. Like, he's the one player that can unlock from deep. But if you have Caicedo and Lavia there, you can't man mark Caicedo, because Caicedo can roam, and then it creates opportunities for us to break, because Caicedo's passing is just so underrated, to the point where it's like, he's such a phenomenal passer of the ball, to the point where it's like, we need him further up the pitch to pick up the ball further up the pitch, instead of being locked in the back four, because realistically it's the 3 plus the midfielder. We got to get him out of that, break him out of that, so he can be in that midfield, being able to pick up the ball and turn. With Lavia can just beat his one-on-one. That's the difference between Caicedo and when they're man marking Lavia will turn on that guy and beat him. That's the difference.
I think another reason why Lavia is missed in this team is because it allows Enzo to do what he does best in the final third. Because when Lavia is in the team, it means you don't have to rely on Enzo defensively as well.
Yeah, we have more defensive
Caicedo can be like do the defensive and somewhat going forward, and Enzo could be like in the final third playing passes. So that's why I think we struggle so much without Lavia. So I'm not expecting him to start against Arsenal, but if he comes on towards the end,
I'm expecting him to start against Arsenal. I've seen this
Really?
manager do that before already.
Yep.
Like
Throwing him in against
look at
City, throwing him in against Liverpool.
well, not only that, think about Reece James. Like Reece James, he was injured for a while. We didn't see him, and then all of a sudden, start.
yeah, that's true.
But
You know what I'm saying? Like
so,
I highly. He's had 10 days of training without a game.
Do you know what it is with Arsenal? I'm not scared of Arsenal. I'm just scared of us because usually when we play them, we usually like capitulate. Yeah,
It's our own fault. It's our own fault for goals.
this is what I'm
Every
saying.
time.
about the
Really,
mentality.
Every
Like,
time, bro.
Bozo.
They only score goals because of our own mistakes. That's the only reason.
like that. Yeah, like that 5-0 last season. Yes, Arsenal were good, but we gave them like
3 of
all
them.
of them chances, in my opinion.
Yeah,
We gave them 3 of them.
No, man. But this is what I'm saying about the mentality issue. But I want to go back to I know Palmer's off. He was ill that game, but also, all right, Neto can stretch in behind, but I feel like he doesn't have Jackson's link up is underrated.
It
So
It's
his
not
link-
underrated. That's his best attribute.
Like his link up with Palmer helps Palmer, and so like now that teams can squeeze up, Palmer's collecting the ball from deeper areas instead of that space right in front of the back line. You know what I mean? That you can operate. in. We'll see though, but I feel like we just need if we just don't lose this next game, get our players back.
I think we can win. You know, I think we can win.
We can, but I really think it's a
We can
mindset.
leave with something.
I
Definitely.
really do think it's a mindset.
Oi, Lewis, Lewis, odds on me going to the game after we win and holding that sign up?
Oh, you at the game?
Well, no, I'm not. But I'm saying I'll be if I go watch a game in like a pub in North London, then once we win, I'll just go outside and hold.
Sure, you want to be surrounded by them shadow dwellers, but if you do, pull up, man. Fucking pull up. That would be.
You going?
Lewis,
you going?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the game. I'm just gonna run a review afterwards.
No, we'll be live.
Way in there.
I'm pretty sure
Fancy
Ahmed's not going, so we'll be live.
All right, cool. No worries.
You know, I've never been to an away game.
I mean, I'll say the away crowds are different. This season, even our away crowd's been garbage.
Yeah.
Hey, Lewis, I know what you feel about this, but this whole crowd shit situation is pathetic. I'm gonna be honest. Like the way that the CPO is moving at this current moment, it's pathetic. They don't want our club to be successful, bro. They don't want our club to change. They want their same old Chelsea that they had 40 years ago, 50 years ago, that they were just saving the bridge, and they want that Chelsea. That's who they want. They'd rather have that than what we have right now. An owner who's willing to pay for our entire
something they can stick to the owners with.
Yeah.
It's sad, bro. Like, who cares? Like, if the ownership group wants us to build us a stadium, why do you want to stop them?
Heritage thing, innit? They just think it's like
Heritage for what, though, bro? For what? What are we what heritage are we trying to hold on to right now? Like
staying at a club since 1905. That's what it is.
No, it's just sentimental crap. That's
but Nathan, staying at a club since 1905. That's not going to evolve since 1905. We're not evolving.
I hear it.
We're not evolving. Everybody else is evolving. We staying at the base level of 1905. So
I hear it. We need to change. Get with the times.
By next year, in 2-3 years, we'll be in the top. We'll be in the bottom 5 in the Premier League size. In 2-3 years, we'll be bottom 5 in Premier League size stadiums. Bottom 5.
Look at even Sir Alex, the amount of things they've won in the heritage. You said, okay, it's time. We need to move on.
Yeah, we do.
If a guy
Old Trafford has been around a lot longer than the Bridges, if I'm not mistaken. So
if a guy like that,
100%.
Why can't we? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it helps us from a financial point of view, but it's also just like, it's not just financial based. Why we want to do it? Get more fans in the stadium, have a better atmosphere. What part of that's like hard to understand?
Yeah.
And even then, if it is a revenue thing, like fucking hell, wouldn't some revenue for the club long term be good?
Yeah.
Like, because Clear Lake again will not be here longer than all of us. But all these man moaning about heritage, like when the 40k ground becomes an even bigger problem, half these man will be dead.
That's great.
Oldest average.
They ain't
oldest,
wrong though. All these
we
man
got
moaning
the
about
oldest
heritage.
average.
When we
we
have
have
the
the
new
oldest.
bridge and we have to move, they'll be dead.
Yep, we have the oldest average season ticket holder in the whole entire Premier League. The oldest
it's just a
average
bunch of old
season
farts
Premier
that don't
League
like
pick.
change.
But that's
Like,
the
we have
crazy.
You want to know
championship
why
grounds
the
with
stadium's
allocation
dead? Because
closer
everyone
to
in
us.
there is in their fucking 40s, not doing shit. In their
Yeah, they're
50s,
moaning because
not doing
possession
shit, just
football was never
moaning,
a thing in their day like this.
moaning
Well,
about
Julius-
ticket prices. How about if you
Lewis,
had a bigger stadium that you could keep the ticket prices the fucking same? How about that one?
Lewis at the bridge
Try that
when
one on
Surrey
for
was in
size.
charge. Was it ever
You guys
this
are
dead,
complaining about vivid
Well,
seats.
never.
Vivid seats wouldn't even be your vivid seats. Vivid seats would be charging $50 if you had more seats.
Not fact.
Lewis,
Nathan,
I
sorry,
gotta
what were you
jump
saying?
I
I
was
know
just saying,
where
like,
it's due. Bless up.
Take
Great
care.
to have you
Yes.
on. Everyone sub to his channel. Link to
Yeah.
his and Joey's channels in the
Yo,
description.
big up. That sign was the best. At the protest.
Let's say that again, Nathan.
Yes, when Surrey was manager, right? Was Stamford Bridge ever like this dead, like based on his football, or was it like obviously
Yes.
moaning and groaning and all that? I used
There
to
was a lot of moaning.
This is
Yeah.
Sorry is the perfect case study on why Chelsea fans just don't like possession football.
Yeah.
You know
I
what's
knew we were gonna have this situation with Maresca as soon as I researched him, because it's just the same thing.
what was that, Lewis? Fuck sorry, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. And I think
I
we were
love
winning that
Maresca
game.
don't rhyme well enough with that.
No, I didn't.
And you know what's funny is like at the end of the season, end up like start to take form. Like the way we playing, we won the Europa. Then got to the cup final.
Oh yeah, man was still cussing out Sorry. I remember like he got fuck sorry ball chance, I think, against Frankfurt. That was literally our last home game of the season. I think it was because he subbed off Ruben at at extra time or something.
Still remember, yeah, his best season under Surrey, Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Like that's just it, man. They just don't like possession football like that.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, you've had like Jose and all the other managers that didn't play up
It's
when we
slow,
just
it's
won.
boring,
So,
but we have control.
yeah.
The games aren't end to end like last season.
Nope.
We never really get battered. We've had one game where we've got battered, and that's it. Literally
Yeah,
just one.
What a team to get battered by as well.
So,
Yeah.
here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are, man.
Yes.
No,
Danish, you're not
Maldini,
wrong.
I genuinely think that was from up above. We
was,
played
it
like
was.
the majority of our first team in that game.
Mm-hmm.
It was for an important cause.
I
but yeah,
think
it's
even
not-
Sari
I
came
mean,
out and said that he didn't want to play Ruben in that match, or something along the lines of it. So I don't really remember too tough because it was 5 years ago. But in fact, can I find it?
It's definitely odd timing, but when that game was played.
Yeah, Sari was literally furious on the touchline about it. He walked back to the dugout, picked up a coat, threw it on the ground in anger.
Sorry, he was just pissed he couldn't smoke cigarettes while he was playing. While we was watching him watching us play.
Oh yeah,
He got
100%.
He got used to chewing them. But
This guy got nicotine anger from all that shit. You can see him chewing gum like a fucking madman.
I mean, he could have just got chewing tobacco, but
I mean, Nathan, if
Maldini,
you've
I'll
ever
give
had
you
to,
that one. You should have had some
Nathan,
more
if you've
balls
ever
to
had to
pepper.
switch to chewing tobacco for any reason, you know that shit ain't the same.
I've heard uncles and shit have said that. Yeah,
Shit is not the same, bro.
Nuts. Not in a good way.
So I've done like the snus where you like pack like the little packet, you put that shit in. But like I only do it when I go to like venues where I can't smoke my e-cig. But that shit's still not the same.
So someone's just given Sari some snus or something. That would have helped him out.
Yeah.
We should have linked me
He pops
posting
out
that.
about his He pops out a Zin, throws a Zin in.
What's the Zin? Is that us?
It's just a pouch.
Oh, okay.
It's just a pouch. It's just like they did like Nick Salt pouches instead. That's what I use.
I still remember
use Zin.
bumping into him, and he was just had half a cigarette and groaned when Marina was calling him. It's like one of the most based moments I've ever seen. He picked up his phone, it was Marina in fat capitals, and he just went, hang up. He wants a picture. It was unreal, man. Shout out the chain smoker. Oh, good pass.
My guy.
No,
My guy, sorry, then. Was hated too much for no reason.
Bomba. Second! Off the post! Trent again! Another one! There's the goal! Offside.
Thank God you guys are behind.
Trust, bro. It's such a funny story to bring up.
So Bozlai was offsides originally, or what?
I think so.
No, it was Diaz that was
there.
offsides.
Diaz.
I don't see where the offsides is.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
Yeah, who's off?
I don't see. I don't see where the offsides is. Maybe like the first ball to Diaz.
Oh yeah,
ball right
The
here.
first ball
Yep,
to
this ball right here
Scolari.
is off. Yep.
He's off. Yep.
Bayern up one.
Yeah, they are 1-0. 4-0 aggregate.
Gone.
Yeah, it don't matter. That tie was done in the first leg. I don't know why the flag didn't go up mad early, like a lot earlier than that though. He was clearly offsides.
They need to bring this system into the Prem.
Yo, what's good, Lewis? What you saying, bro?
No, big up, Daniel, man. Hope you're good, man.
Big up, man.
Big up.
Oof. But even semi-automated, we'd find a way to fuck up semi-automated. Even the FA Cup weren't good.
Lewis, you rewatch that game?
Nah, shit. Still, I ain't got to that.
Do you want to watch it later?
I gotta go gym after this, but I could be about afterwards.
Yeah, well, I mean, after this, I have to go to. Well, I have a meeting in about 15 minutes, and then after that, I have never a foul, so it would be after that, anyways.
All right, calm. I'll give you a shout then.
I'll throw the game in the Discord, so if anybody wants to watch it with us, we'll be watching it in there.
Trent, over.
What game are you talking?
Leicester.
The Leicester game.
Because I don't believe we played as badly as people made it out to be, and I just want to show people. I just want to have a conversation on it.
Even now, like the more I think about it, it's just more final third, if anything.
Yep.
It definitely was a lot of final third. Yeah.
Yep. That's where I was. That's the whole conversation that I was speaking on after the game. Was, bro, we had shots, we had opportunities to put the game away, and we just didn't. This time we held out a 1-0 though.
Yeah,
made a
I
difference,
think
in my opinion.
It just came down to the fact it was Leicester. That's what it more was.
Sure, absolutely. But that game easily could have been 3-0. Easily. And I sent you the clip of all the 5 penalty shots that we had in the game.
Didn't even see that.
Palmer makes that penalty. It becomes
fuck.
We had
Yeah, but how
5
many
different
were
penalty
legit
shouts in
those?
that game. 5.
Yeah, the Neto one I remember calling for. I don't think the Sancho one was a handball.
I think the Palmer penalty was in the first half. The one before.
The first one, Luke Thomas one, was a pen. Yeah.
Yep. Luke Thomas, the first one that Palmer got pushed down in the box in the first few minutes of the game. Palmer gets pushed down in the box from the back. That's a pen, bro. Then the other one was a handball where the guy like spins, but he throws his elbow out. And then I also sent you some stats on Poch v Maresca.
Oh yeah, I saw those ones. Those were doing the rounds of the last few days. I didn't deep that the defensive stats were that clear of last season.
It's a big difference.
I don't get why.
Even then, you've been preaching to the choir with me on that one. I don't need any ones when it comes to last season. Knowing that from the first fucking minute, bro. Big up, Fatta, man. I hope you're good.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get why.
You see
again.
Oh shit! What the block, man?
Pacho.
Pacho again. Fair play.
Hey, just want to say.
Where did they get
Hakim-
Pacho from?
The what?
Where they get Pacho from?
Pacho.
Eintracht Frankfurt.
Mm,
He's young too. He's like 19, 20. But you see, you put a 20-year-old next to a veteran guy, he looks like a baller. He's gonna make mistakes.
Oh,
He's
what
made
a
plenty of
save.
them. Oh, good save.
Oh no.
PSG under the cosh right now.
Oh, they're on the break now.
That was smart from grabbing not to like try
Yeah,
to
right there.
rush
Nice.
out to him. Dembele wanted to be in the pace.
Hey, Lewis, you seen that tweet? Yeah.
Here comes
Yeah, I
Salah.
saw that, by the way.
2v3.
I'm surprised you didn't delete those.
2v3. Oh, good
Oh,
ball.
oh, oh.
Oh
Diaz.
shit, man.
Diaz.
Diaz.
Nothing. Nothing.
PSG are defending
Not
well,
Many players coming
but
back in
I
a
don't know how they can hang on.
Why do I have a mic issue? Oh.
He should have hit it. He didn't have faith in his left foot though. Then hit it there. See, you have to hit it there. You don't have the time to. Oh,
We must be on about Patra, I think.
what a save!
Yeah, good work, Donnarumma. A bozo moment so far.
I mean that goal against Elliott was all on him. He should have saved that shit. He got a hand on it. Oh, head to head.
Oh, okay, I was wondering. I was looking at with that one for a sec. I mean, there's no foul. Okay, cool. No, Maya, fuck it. That'll still be good for the coefficient anyway.
Yeah.
Liverpool just don't need to win. I mean, the whole thing. The whole thing. Not this game.
Oh, he's 23. Fair play. Pacho.
Where did they get him from? Was he an academy player?
Frankfurt.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh,
Dangerous
better
ball.
cross. Diaz. Go up.
They're under it, man.
Another corner.
This is a great ball.
All right, let's go again. Don't forget to smash the likes as well, guys. Big up to every single one of you that's in here. Links to Joey and Dube's channels again in the title. Everybody head over there and sub. Shout out to all you, man.
And gaming's in the Discord if you didn't know already.
Yes. Big up, Joey. Appreciate it. Mellow probably does, but like I wouldn't recommend it.
It does because you don't eat.
Yeah, some of the other health benefits, consequences don't.
If you
stack
replace
up.
it with eating, then you'll lose weight.
Yeah.
AKA every girl in Florida.
Oh, so that's their secret.
And most of them.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're all
there's
doing
no
the
one
same thing.
screaming in the background, bro. It's all good.
Liverpool have been on top of them though this last 15.
Ever since they got they had the offside goal. Really, it's just what I guess it's just woke up the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Can't even hear them, but I just guess it with Anfield on a UCL night.
Did anyone see the Ratcliffe and Neville
Interview? Yeah.
I only saw clips of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
I would say.
Maldini, I'm going in May, bro.
Yeah.
Where?
Portugal, Albufeira.
Nice.
Wherever the
that
week of the
interview was,
United game is, I'm going on the Thursday to Sunday.
Something, wasn't it, Daniel?
Oh, I
was very
got
telling.
me and Steve. Me and Steve are planning the World Cup.
Nate, it just confirmed to
Oh,
me.
swear down, you guys are gonna go to a
felt
game
for a long time.
We're gonna go too.
Just because you're a
2
billionaire
games.
doesn't make you that
Nice.
smart in every industry.
Oh no, 100%. Especially.
Wait,
if
what?
you've
What
been
did
involved
you?
in
What
sport,
was
not
that?
He
used to
sounded
it.
like a total idiot. He's obviously very smart to be that rich, but he sounded like a dumbass when he told him like it's 40. You know, you guys cut 40,000, right? You could have just done an auction for 1 day and pay that. He was like, "Oh well, I didn't really think about that." You didn't.
Is
You didn't
Donnarumma
think about
injured?
that. What do you mean you didn't think about that? His answers
That
to
sounds
things
like
was
the
just
United level competency we know.
Yo, Joey,
he sounded like a middle manager,
America?
which is crazy for a billionaire to sound
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. It's in the 2 games are in Philly.
Let's say that again, Daniel.
And I'm
No worries,
saying
your mic
Ratcliffe
sounds really
sounded-
low. Let me turn it up.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it's like he's got all that money, yeah, so they just kind of assume they can just throw money at any problem and just fix it like that. Like, just not how it works in football. It's like they still got to pay Dortmund the rest of the Sancho money, and then he's going to end up signing for us for way less. It's just peak stupidity.
So are we gonna take Donnarumma off or what? Oh, good work, McAllister.
I was just about to say,
Decent switch too.
smart.
Say that again, Javi.
No, I was just about to say the same thing. I was smart.
Oh.
You got your body in front of the ball, and then switch it.
A good switch to match it as well. Konate now his turn to switch. Nah, Hakimi.
Then you get Barcola and the Cavachelli in this game.
Oh, swear down, he sold his account.
Who?
The European
The
lad.
European lad. Nah, that ain't gonna be a pen.
How would he have sold his account? He got banned.
No, he didn't get banned.
He got doxxed, didn't he?
Yeah,
I thought
he
it
got
did,
doxxed.
Lewis, because last time, remember, it didn't have any posts on it or nothing?
Yeah, because he deleted his account. But you have like 30 days to bring it back. So he probably brought it back, deleted it again, and then sold.
Deleted everything on there, you mean? That probably took
No,
forever.
I just deleted the account. I think like if you bring it back, it'll come saved with everything else. Although now, if the whoever runs Twitter, if they realize that he has sold it, they'll just delete that account anyway.
Musk.
Because you're not allowed to sell your accounts. That's why I'm CFC mod. Well, whoever bought CFC's mod accounts, they lost it after like a couple weeks. Big ass waste of money.
I wonder how much money he got from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, to be fair. Never got to ask him. We don't really talk like that. Yeah, Maldini, they lost their account like a couple weeks after they bought off him. So now Mod's just sitting there with his P's and he's just got a new account and it's easy. And cashed out. It's all right. Time to break.
Actually, I'm surprised they didn't IP ban him. So he couldn't make another Twitter account after that.
Who, Mod?
Yeah.
I'd be surprised. I don't think they look that deep into it. It's just they just do the whole shy off. That's it.
Before Elon bought Twitter,
yeah.
They did IP bans for people who are racist. Now everyone can just be racist on Twitter.
Yep.
Free speech in it. Yeah.
It's turning more and more into 4chan by the month.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, the amount of shit I remember from 4chan growing up, bro.
Oh man.
Oh my
God. You can just tell that people are just getting more and more like fucking braver with it by the day.
4chan, bro. Those were the days.
I heard there was an 8chan for all the man that got banned from 4chan. I was thinking, what fucking 10th dimension of hell is in that account? Eesh.
Before memes were memes, we had 4chan.
They kept that in. Do England still ring the bells on their churches? Not really. Not really. Just like New Year's, like Big Ben does it. That's about it. I'm being completely honest. That's about it. Yeah, Taylor. That's the way with it. They're just showing the true colors. That's it. Oh, big up, Alex, man. Big up, bro.
Yeah, I've almost forgot to pick up my kid.
Oh, good thing you didn't.
All the data talk and forgot my main data I need to do.
Talking about data and forget about his kid.
Ouch.
Power of the year, volunteering.
Yeah, Maldi, that was some weak bait.
Is that Trent that's down?
I think so, yeah.
Could be.
Jota.
Defense. Trent he rolled onto the pitch,
Trent
that fucker.
Yeah.
Smart.
Ooh, that actually probably really hurt him.
Yo, Alex, did you watch the fight?
Ooh, that knee got caught.
Yeah, the knee.
Yeah.
That knee got caught.
Uncle Lion.
Yeah, I watched it.
What'd you think?
It's kind of hard to argue with people because they think that like the fight, like I think Ankalaev won, but it's a small margin. I actually think it could have been a draw. But it all depends on what's the name on round 3, how you rate round 3. I thought Ankalaev won.
I personally thought that round 3 was way too close to like say either way. Really, I thought round 3 was a little more on Pereira's side, in my opinion. But Ankalaev had the harder strikes.
And I just think he mixed it up more. He was more.
I think exactly. Exactly. He eliminated the threat. Like this is the ultimate combative sport, the combat sport, at any boxing or whatever. For some reason, when the person is really defensively aware, that counts as negativity. Like Mayweather will never get his flowers. The guy is the best defensive boxer ever known to in you know what I'm saying?
He's a
Human
demon.
life. He's a demon. He's literally read you like an ABD, and he eliminates.
I'll be
He
back,
rolls
guys.
with those punches.
Bless up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ankalaev, I just think it was really close, and it all depends on the round 3, how you rate round 3. And I think Ankalaev won that third round, not by much. What about you, Daniel?
I mean, you know what? I'll say this. I could have had it 4-1 to Ankalaev. It was a close fight, but each round for me, you know, I don't judge it. You have to judge it round by round. So going round by round, I was like, oh, he won that one. Oh, he won that one. Oh, Alex won that one. Oh, he won. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I was going.
Yeah.
I get at the end when you rack up all the stats and everything else, it was extremely close, right? But
Yeah.
I think Alex lost, man. He just wasn't imposing. Like,
Same
the way
thing.
Alex fights, he imposes himself, right? He walks you down. Like, he's walking you down the entire time. He did not walk Ankalaev down. That surprised me a lot. He stopped the takedowns, which was surprising. He did extremely well there. So I think he gets credit there. But in terms of how he's fought every single person except this guy, this is like, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Jan. But Ankalaev was just a little better than Jan. This, like, he could have lost the Jan fight too. It just went his way.
Yeah.
But this time it didn't go his way. So I don't think you can really complain too much on that. I mean, you remember when he fought Blachowicz, right? It was basically similar. It was exactly the same, except he hurt Blachowicz a little bit more.
Yeah.
And Blachowicz kicked his legs off more than this guy did. So
Yes.
You know, you win some, you lose some. It's a close fight. He's not better than Pereira, but he beat him.
I just like I think, first of all, you can ignore it. You can ignore it. The guy literally almost knocked him down. Like he literally clipped him, and that third round, Alex was behind. He was adjusting. He was adjusting because you cannot get rid of the concussion that quick. He was not there. Third round. I just think Alex is, like you said, he's dominating when he walks, and he met the resistance when Ankalaev was there. And that's
He's cutting up the back foot like the whole.
You see, like somebody needs to give credit when the other opponents adjust to you. You know what I'm saying? Like Ankalaev did his homework. He knows. He noticed. Do you know what actual really important thing people forget after that fight? Do you know what Alex said after that in the press to Rogan in the interview? That explains a lot why he feels like he feels. He said, and I think I'm gonna try to be as close as I can. He's like, he showed people how to beat me, and now they know how, but he does not agree with it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, if you watch that what's the name? That interview with Joe Rogan, you will understand what I mean.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Said, like, you're gonna incentivize people holding
exactly.
Games, you know? I mean, that's always been the everybody knows.
Everybody knows that. Yes.
Everybody know, but again, nobody can wrestle in that light heavyweight degree like that except for Ankalaev. So,
yep.
You know,
to give credit to Pereira, Ankalaev couldn't even take him down.
And again, Styles. Ankalaev never shot. Like, again, he was moving all the time. I've never seen Alex Pereira move this much. He was moving so much on, like, in the center cage that the only way to get a takedown was against the cage, and he defended well. In the
Yep.
open, if he fought the exact way that he usually fights and just pressed forward, Uncle Lion would have taken him down.
Yeah.
Because now you're in the middle of the. So it's like it's both. He was smart on the defense and not letting him take him down.
Mhm.
But if he also walked forward, like he would have taken you down. So that was smart to keep moving.
Yep.
The problem is you just didn't fight. You didn't impose yourself the way because like he fights the same way. Kick you. Your movement stops. I knock you out. That's literally it. Right? I
People
stop your movement,
really
I knock
think
you out.
that the UFC is supposed to be like Chandler versus what's his name? The that other
Makhachev?
Kazakh. What?
You talking about Makhachev?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, not
no.
Makachev. Who he fought Chandler last?
Who
No,
did he
not
fight?
Mike Chandler.
Sarukian? Did he fight Sarukian?
No.
I don't remember who he fought.
What was the 313 fight before Ankalaev? Gage fought who?
Oh, you mean Gaethje? No, Gaethje fought.
Gaethje,
What's my guy's name?
Yeah.
For Zayev.
Fazit, yeah. Yeah.
He fought
People
for
think
Zayev.
that's how should UFC fights all will be supposed to be. That's what I think. That's how fights should be.
But Alex, I think it translates to a lot of combat sports because I'm even boxing. Like certain people call certain boxing.
Like Mayweather.
And I'm like, yo, that was a really good fight. In mind, because like obviously we don't do it at a high level, but when you do yourself, you got to understand and appreciate certain things that the average fan can't. Just like you said, that Mayweather shit, like the defense making you miss is like it's phenomenal.
The way that Mayweather approaches the boxing, it's like I've never seen nobody does it.
PSG hanging on for dear life here, by the way. Sorry, guys.
You know what I'm saying? Like he literally breaks you down round, but he has a plan for each round. That's my feeling. How he approaches it.
He's a boxing genius.
He is, and I don't know why why people get so much hate on him, but for me is the greatest. Always been. Like the guy literally, oh my word, the way he breaks you down, it's not even funny.
Play it safe. That's a Van Dijk. To find a way through the press. There we go. It's a good pass into, I think, is that Nunes? What the fuck? Yeah, that is Nunes. What the fuck was that?
I feel like we're going to score one late or something.
Oh, bro. He actually took that down well, too. And has had to have the bozo end product. Then you only make that sort of pass if there's an option to cut back immediately after. I'll throw into Liverpool. 10 minutes left before we go to added time. Well, I'm trying to go gym, so I hope they dead this out before then. Again.
Are you going on a date?
He said he's going to the gym, bro.
Gym. A date at like 10 p.m. would be crazy. I'll say that.
That's a proper date. You know where you're going on it.
No, that's just a shag. That's what that is. Might as well just go to the bedroom.
No, we can get we can grab a Henny and Sprite first, or Henny and Coke. We ain't gotta go to bed over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bring that back to the room and all that.
You can grab some real quick.
How shameless this guy is, that Lewis guy is, Daniel. I was driving, I was running late to pick up my daughter, but I was listening. He brought that Sari conversation into it, and
Oh no.
he has the decency to say, I knew that there will be like Sari versus this, you know how, like, remind me
Yeah,
who we
first
had
bad
this,
patch of play and they turn against the
And
style of play immediately.
remind me.
I personally, this is why I disagree with that style of play thing, because I remember the first guy to try the style of play. It was Philip. The fan base loved Scolari. They had no problem with him. He was
Not
trash.
Scolari, Sari.
No, Scolari. What I'm saying, like,
Oh,
Lewis's point was that they turn against people who try to play a certain style of play. And I disagree, because when Scolari came, that's what he was trying. He wasn't good. He failed. He got fired. But I remember the fan base loving him.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Ancelotti did too. He not possession.
I can't tell you what the fans were like towards the end of it though.
Well, it's not about the possession.
I do remember like there was a
most of
couple
us-
Scolari out banners going around the bridge in the last few
When
weeks.
Ancelotti played, he didn't play possession, but
Am I
he's supposed to
bugging?
play attractive football. My question is, what's the name? Just even compare Sari, not Sari, what's his name? Smokey Smokerson versus this fraud. It's shameless, because that guy had Fabregas. That guy had what's his name? What's his name?
Yeah, fans were chanting you don't know what you're doing against against Scolari, I think in his last game.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I mean, people were chanting against
There was
Jose.
Scolari out banners. There were people asking for Gianfranco Zola to take over and Steve Clark.
No, I'm saying about
At the end
Sari.
of his, what I'm saying is, at the end of his, once he started losing, obviously, if you're losing at Chelsea and you're outside the top four for a team that just won the league a year prior, people are gonna boo.
Which is
That's
kind of what I'm saying with Sarri and with Maresca with the form dropping.
not really. Because
I think it's shameless to say
Like it's
Sari.
fans turning on Scolari when the form dropped, fans turned against Sarri when the form dropped, and fans were turning against Maresca when the form
I'm trying
dropped.
to tell you the reason why they're turning is because the form dropped. People turned on Conte as well. Once the form, well, actually, we thought he was sabotaging us, but we turned on Conte as well.
Yeah,
We
but
turn
my
on
thing is
Mourinho.
more they turn quicker with possession.
We did turn on Jose Mourinho.
We did turn on Mourinho. It was shameless, but we did.
Nah, but he was doing some criminal stuff.
Well, it was more when he was at United, if anything. The match-going fans didn't turn
His
on him.
last season.
Yeah, the match-going fans never turned on him. They were doing stand-up for the special one in his last home game.
Oh, you're right. They were turning on the players.
Yeah. It weren't on the manager. But like genuinely, when it's the possession-based football and the form drops, it seems to always turn to the coach. Because it just gets boring. So that's the mindset behind it.
I don't think, if anything, Enzo plays possession, but he plays better possession.
That's the only problem. We've never had a situation where we're playing a style of play that's not what we're used to, and we're actually winning.
You see, this is shameless to say actually that
I don't really care about that.
Sari plays the same as what's his name, Smokey Smokerson, because what's his name? What's his that fraud's name?
Jorginho?
No.
Okay.
The manager.
Oh, sorry.
Is his name Sari?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you see, Enzo plays slightly different. Enzo plays switch game quicker than Sari ever was. Sari was literally registration, like regista style of Pep Guardiola, like slow development in the possession. You know what I'm saying? Like they slowly moving, and then they keep the possession over there. But that initial slowness, it was driving me nuts. Like literally driving me nuts. And when that thing does not go nowhere,
I'll even say this is the thing. You're going to look at both of it a lot more detailed than the average match-going fan is. They're just going to think, oh, this possession tippy-tappy nonsense. That's all they're thinking.
What I'm saying is the reason why I was saying is like the difference is what Sari had in his disposal. This manager, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Way better. But he was criminal to not even, because we know what Fabregas can do with what's his name, with Eden Hazard. We know what he can do. Those, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh.
Fabregas always look forward. That fraud Jorginho never was.
Yeah, I
Nah, you know
get.
what it was? I think people were just
Yeah, because
upset.
Sarri
Remember,
prioritized
because I think
solo play.
Lewis, you definitely remember he was playing Conte as like an attacking mid.
Yeah, 8.
His only
Yeah,
sub was
is
Wow.
Kante a DM or not argument.
Yeah,
That was
there was definitely like I think that was part of why people didn't like
bro.
him.
I
Yeah.
was on the front lines with that one all fucking.
Do you know
season.
why? Why did he did that, Daniel? Do you know why he did that with what's his name? For one specific reason. Because he was afraid to drop him. Because he will look like the craziest manager in the world. Because if you get rid of Kante in his prime, because Kante was then in his prime, you can't sell him. If you put him on the bench, you are done.
Oh yeah. If it was Sarri
So-
or Kante, yeah, Sarri can leave.
He had to play him, but he did not know where to play him because
Yeah,
his
that was one of the
adopted
biggest
son.
problems is the previous 2 years we saw Conte be the best midfielder and completely dominate by himself a lot of midfields. And that
Mhm.
season was seeing him play attacking, and it was like, what is this? Is Conte? He's supposed to be
Yeah.
tackling him. Why is Conte making deep runs into the box and taking shots and doing all that? But I mean, you know, every manager we've had has had a weird thing they've done with certain players. So it is what it is. Like I don't really care too much. To me, Sarri.
I think
maybe
what's his
this
name?
is just me.
Tuchel. I
see
think Tuchel
Sarri
got
as I see,
best out of Conte.
got the best out of Conte. No, Conte got the best. out of
Conte and Tuchel got best out of them.
Yeah, Tuchel didn't have Conte very much, but he knew exactly.
But
how to
in the
use him.
Champions Leagues, that's when he got him.
Would have got that Real Madrid game. The second leg was the best.
I don't care what people
that
saying.
might have been
Conte was
his
the
best
best in the
game,
Champions
bro.
League run than anybody.
That run from Conte at
Conte is an all-timer. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you make an all-timer look not average, but if you make him look ineffective in certain games,
Yeah.
like that's what I'm saying. Like we're acting like this sorry thing, or even the Andre Villas-Boas. All these guys, they weren't doing weird stuff to make people question them. Like they were doing weird stuff, and it was like, bro, why are you doing that? Like
Yeah,
we
you
just saw
have a
Conte
world-class
be the-
players.
We just saw Conte be the best in the world. Why
Big
is
up,
he
Charlie.
playing attacking mid?
Exactly. Like
That's
with
what I didn't
Lampard.
like about him. I'm like, why is
What
he playing,
you see?
what are you doing?
What's his name? AVB. What he did with Lampard. With what's his name? Like why?
No, ABB didn't like
I thought
Terry.
Terry
That
Allen.
was the
Yeah, he
problem.
had the
Yeah.
Not the
highlight
one-
with
no.
JT in one game.
But-
But told him, fuck that.
Yeah,
Lampard
yeah.
was
But
just injured. He was injured most of the season, but he didn't
Yeah.
like Terry.
But it's not
No, you
only
don't like Terry,
no.
yeah.
I'm saying it's because like why you do stuff that you know that you already have accomplished players that actually mad good at what they do. You see, that's what I will never understand. Like some managers try to be cute, you know.
No, you know what it was? He was trying to usher us into a new era, right? A new style of play, because that was the modern style of play. You press high, you win the ball, you put pressure on teams, and
Yeah.
obviously Terry couldn't play that way, right? We just knew Terry wasn't like he was getting older, slower. There's no way he could play that way. Now, to me, it's like it's one or two things. Do you give up Terry and these older guys who can still win you big titles for this style of play? Or do you get this weirdo out of here, get somebody else in,
Mhm.
and you win an FA Cup, you win the Champions League. Next year, you win an FA Cup, you win a Europa League. The following 2 years, you win a Premier League title, you win an FA Cup. The following year, you win. You know what I mean? Like, so obviously it was the right decision because we got
The keeper.
a Champions League, 2 FA Cups, and 2 league titles from Terry.
I just think
from
it's
that
the
point.
weird. It's weird, like the managers that try to like. It's the same thing I feel about this ownership. You don't need to invent the wheel, like you
Unless
know what I'm
you're
saying,
Pep.
like
Hmm.
the new ownership. Like they try to invent stuff that never happened before. Like first of all, you're not Elon Musk. You don't invent shit.
Innovators.
Yeah, like you know, like they have whatever they do. Clear Lake. It's the what's the name? What they do in finance exactly. Did they innovate something even in their own field? What they do, like in the field that they are good at, which is whatever brokers, whatever they do. What's Clear Lake do? I don't know. In their field, are they the best in the world? Are they innovators? So when
don't
you
know.
buy a football club, what the hell are you innovate shit? If you don't innovate in the field, you're actually in.
Listen, let me say this though. I have no problem with you coming in, wanting to change things and do it your own way. Pep Guardiola did that. He came in, he got rid of the Premier League Keeper of the Year, right? Wasn't
Yeah,
it
yeah,
Hart?
yeah.
He was Keeper of the Year prior.
Yeah, Joe
He
Hart.
got he
Yeah.
got rid of Joe Hart. He got rid of Yaya Toure, who was
Yeah,
a
yes.
legend.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was benching him. He was a legend at the. But guess what
Yep.
he did? He literally won the following year.
You got
immediately.
Bravo, which is worse.
No, it don't matter.
That he sold him.
To me, it don't matter who he got. He won. So even if the fans were going to complain and be kind of sad about it, like, why did you
No.
get rid of Joe
In the
Hart?
beginning was Matt, Daniel. If you forget, but he brought the other goalkeeper, which was shite too.
Yeah, and I'm
What's
pretty
his
sure
name?
he got like third the first year or something like that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot his name, man. He got
Because he had
somebody else.
Bravo, Claudio Bravo.
Bravo,
Claudio
yeah.
Hart.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he
he-
stunk, and the fans win on him.
But
He
you
get
see,
get rid of that guy
Pretty
and
sure
got
it
him.
was 2
Yeah,
years in a row he got third
yeah.
after the Joe Hart situation. It was 2 years in a row he got third, and then the era really started for him.
So what I'm saying is like there's like it's not like his defense didn't turn on him.
wait, hold on. Was it 2 years in a row? I thought it was 1 year.
I
You
thought
might
it
be
was
right.
1 year too.
I thought it
I
was
thought it was
two,
1 2.
but
I
he might
thought
have
he
been in two.
He
One
came
with
into
Joe
the
Hart,
league.
one without. That's
He
what it
came
might
into
have
the
been.
league the same time that no, I don't think he won with Joe Hart. He got rid of Joe Hart after the first year they finished third. He got him out.
Yeah,
He said,
and
"You
then
guys
the
did
next
enough."
year they had Bravo. They didn't win
And
it.
he won. He won with Bravo.
He did win with Bravo. Let me look that
Yeah.
up.
And then he got rid of Bravo because he won first, and then Klopp won, and then he just started winning. He just kept winning.
I think he didn't win until the third year.
Nah,
Yeah, I thought it was the third year
nah.
when they started winning.
Let me make sure. Hold on. Let's see.
When Pep joined City,
16.
2016, yeah.
Yeah, 16. Okay.
Over the top.
The second year.
17, 18. So it was the second year.
Second year. Yeah.
Yeah, but Joe Hart won the season before Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
with-
season
with
before he
Pellegrini.
got there.
Yeah.
Season
He
before
got
he
the
got
won
there,
the
yeah.
Premier League and got the goalkeeper of the year.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. So he
Yeah,
came
yeah.
in, he changed all that. The fans were angry for 1 year. Oh my gosh, we're third. We're not winning. And then the next year he won, and then he kept winning. So it's like there has to be, even if, like, my thing is this: Villas Boas was gonna have us finish 7th. That guy was trash. If he
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least got 3rd place, I'm 100% certain he
Is
would
JC's
stay to
right?
the
We
next
won
step.
the league when he was the head
Claudio
Bravo.
Bravo. Yeah, Claudio
Bravo,
Bravo, yeah.
Yeah,
So we
Claudio
won
Bravo
that
the
league.
Yes, yeah, 16-17, we won that.
Oh yeah. 6
Yeah, because I remember that 3-1 at
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So that's
That was my
that's
first
why
ever away day out
Bravo
of
was
London.
gone. That's
Yeah,
what
you're
we're
right. You're
saying.
right. He actually got rid of Hart before he completed the entire season.
Yes,
like the
yes.
summertime.
Bravo
Yeah,
was
you're right,
Kepa before Kepa.
yeah. He got him out of there, man. But that's my thing, though. Like, all you got to do to get Chelsea fans to believe in whatever system is to win. Once you win, they'll start believing in it.
And that's but here's the thing. I still think sometimes you get yourself more time just based off the way that you play because of how
Fact.
attractive
That's a big fact.
Because this is
That's
the thing.
a big fact.
The reason why I say these fans don't like possession-based football is because, like, when you're not winning, and also you know what English culture's like. They like players that run around. They like players that give it their all and like do all the dog work and are running around.
That's why actually, Lewis,
now you
people
compare it to
enjoying the
possession
Premier League.
football, where man are standing there, just walking and passing sideways and backward. Like they're not
Lewis,
even trying. They don't believe
why-
in the football.
Lewis,
Sorry.
why do you think La Liga never got caught up in watching all that technical shit? Because it looks like it's not a men's game anymore. In English, it's a men's game. People bunk
That's why it's a
against each
physical
other.
game.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
It's
saying
an
like that's why.
athlete
So
game, all of that.
why you change it? Like you don't have to invent the wheel.
What, like, stick to that? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not saying like a stick to it. I'm saying like at least Pep had to adapt it.
Oh yeah.
No,
Pep
he's
had
been
to
a
adapt
football
it.
director.
here's my problem. Eventually, Pep adapted because the quality of player to play the original style he plays
Yeah.
isn't there, and that's been my thing the entire time. I don't believe in systems. If you don't have players of the quality of David Silva, right?
Yeah.
David Silva in your team playing with Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan, that's like the highest technical level you can have. If you don't
Yeah.
have that, why would you try to play like that?
Yep.
Like to me, I've never believed anybody can play like Xavi and Iniesta. If you just have the right system, they will play. No, they can't. I've watched football enough to know you're not good enough to play like that. So why are we forcing it just to force it?
Daniel,
You know what I'm
or it could be different. There's the manager like Jurgen Klopp, came in the Premier League, and he was the one that invented that hara, everybody run and what's his name? Let's beat Pep Guardiola system.
That's why
So-
I
I mean,
said
but no,
Liverpool
because
So
was-
everybody's
because
like, you know what? Let's play.
He didn't invent. To me, he didn't invent anything. He just like the way you beat team. Obviously, is being as strong as the Chelsea teams back in the day. The best Pep team ever is still Barcelona. Like that's
Yep.
still
Yeah.
whatever teams he's created. That's still his best team. What team did they struggle against in world football?
Chelsea, and that's why Real
So-
Madrid hired Mourinho.
Like, so when and what made him leave Spain?
That's what I'm saying.
So when you go into it thinking you can match, and people didn't like me for saying this, you cannot beat the master at his game. You can never beat the master at his game. 'Cause
Exactly.
He's gonna keep adapting. He figured out, oh, listen, David Silva's gone. All these guys are gone. You know what? Let me get more physical in midfield. I'm gonna play my center backs as DMs now. I'm gonna play John Stones there. I'm gonna play guys like that in midfield and switch it up. You know what I'm saying? No one ever thought he was gonna get a guy like Haaland. If you told me 10 years ago Pep will have a striker like Haaland, I would not believe you. I'll say there's no way.
Yeah, he had Zlatan.
He doesn't like,
Look how he
and
treated him as
he
well.
hated him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He
Yeah,
hated
but that was
Zlatan.
more of an ego thing, if anything.
Nah, Zlatan
No,
was
he
didn't
robot.
hate-
He did
brother,
not fit his
he
style.
hated Zlatan. He hated Eto'o, right? He hated anybody.
No,
who
because
wasn't
didn't
physical.
Messi want to play in this position, and then it just became a Messi v Zlatan thing.
No, it's because
Nah.
of the way because of the way he wanted to play,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because of his like style of play, Messi was just better playing that role. Like they gave up Zlatan to play.
Yo, Lewis, man, then big up.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Big up,
Bless
man.
up, bro. Great to have you on again. Big up.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, and congratulations, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry.
congrats.
That's
Yeah.
just how I see it.
I thought with the Zlatan thing, though, it was more that he wanted he wanted it to be more winger centric, like for the football to be more winger centric, where the goal scoring was coming more from the wings. Like that's what I originally thought it was. He wanted more of a playmaker and less of a selfish player up top. That's why he ended up buying David Villa and moving him to the wing.
Pedro. Yeah,
I
Pedro. as well.
remember reading Zlatan's autobiography. He said everything was fine until Messi said he wanted to play in the middle instead.
Hmm.
And then obviously like Messi's interchangeable around the team, Zlatan isn't.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he ended up just being like part of the bomb squad with Henry and that.
Yeah.
When did Messi played in the middle? I don't remember that shit.
I'm guessing the 9-10 season.
Remember?
Innit? 'Cause I'm just
Remember
going
in
off what
Sevilla?
Zlatan
Remember
said.
when it was David Villa on the left, Messi in the middle, and Pedro on the right? Like early
Don't
before they
remember that.
did the whole. And even it was Alexis Sanchez. They had Alexis Sanchez back then. They had.
Messi was never playing in the
definitely-
left.
Yeah, he was. He was
definitely
false
remember-
nine. That's where the whole false nine
Okay.
thing came to be. Remember?
I definitely remember.
Everyone
them
started
putting
calling it
Messi-
false nine because
they
Messi
put
started
Messi
playing there.
number 9.
No, I thought it was
They
from
put Messi
that
number
was from
9 so they
Totti,
can
to be
play-
fair.
Totti, yeah.
Yeah,
He
but
was
it wasn't.
OG
It wasn't
false
never
nine.
really like a spoken about in that manner.
No.
Oh, fair enough.
Like
just-
Totti was a false nine. You're right. It was never really spoken about in that manner that he was playing false nine.
If you
Yeah, back
Messi
then-
didn't have a lot of games at centre forward.
Yeah,
You know that.
that's what.
Yeah,
Let's say like this is nonsense.
And a
This
lot
is
of the times,
nonsense.
Totti played in a two.
By the way,
Let me check La Liga.
by the
La
way,
Liga.
back then when Totti was false nine,
Messi did end the 9-10 season playing up top.
Hmm.
From like
what's the name?
March onwards, he played majority of his games in the middle.
Lewis.
Yeah.
Back then when Totti was playing false nine, there's no football manager, so people didn't know that it was.
Yeah, it
false
wasn't
nine
just
didn't
spoken
come
about
out.
that way.
That one.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes
That-
sense. It was only from my past
This
research,
guy-
innit?
This guy had to bring Football Manager up, huh?
It's a layup, isn't it?
That's exactly what it is, too. It's a layup.
Yeah, but Alex, to really end the point on like these play style and all that stuff, I'm just saying if Chelsea back then, what was it, 2007, 8, when we were facing all these, going to finals every year, damn
Oh,
near
yeah.
semifinals, decided to switch our style of play because it's a better style of play, we would have never won any of those league titles. That's why I can never be, because I know for a fact the players we had were all world class, but that wasn't their style of play. Like,
The greatest.
Why would you want?
Yo.
Why would you want someone like
we had
Essien?
a lot
Hold
of
on,
world
just
class
quickly.
players.
The greatest
Why would you want
thing
someone
that
like
what's his
Essien?
name in
Why would you want
2012
someone like
the
Essien doing 1-2s with the center back? It's Essien. Drive with the ball. Like, what are we doing?
Really,
No, I feel. I guess I might have missed the point of this conversation.
Now the point was like why starting with like why fans hated Asari or any of these guys, or hated AVB.
The possession-based football in general.
Possession based, yeah.
And the problem wasn't
this club's
the
never
problem
wanted
wasn't-
possession-based football, though.
The problem
Not
wasn't
really.
the possession based or not possession based. They just wanted to win. And
Yeah,
if you're telling me if you're AVB and you're telling me, hey, listen, your greatest captain, your greatest player, Terry, he's not good enough to play in my system, and we're looking at you like, So when we finished second last year, right, under Ancelotti, Terry was there. When we won the league with record-breaking everything the previous year, Terry was there. How can you tell me Terry's not
good enough?
Yeah.
And you're
no, I hear you. I hear. No, I hear it. I was
The greatest
a big AVB hater at that time. I hear it. I can't
the
even.
greatest thing that Di Matteo did is trust what players can do best.
Yep.
He didn't do nothing. He just trusted what
No,
he
he was
got.
a man manager, bro.
Well, Bertrand at left wing was a bit ballsy, wasn't it? But
for a minute.
Well,
That's just an
Bertrand at
honest
left
case.
wing was because I was out of necessity.
yeah, it was.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, unless everybody genuinely thinks we would have, if we stuck with AVB and the style of play, eventually would have won our
Nah,
first
bro.
Champions League.
Look what he
and-
did after. He
you
did
know
nothing
that-
after with his life.
So it's like, to me, that's why it's like.
He
if
went
I'm
to
seeing
Tottenham,
Conte-
flopped.
If I'm
He
seeing
went to
Conte,
all over flopped after he left us, pretty much.
yeah, like if I'm seeing, and then, but the biggest problem with all that is the fans were right, because when Tuchel came in, he figured out how to play Jorginho and Conte in the same team, which is a double pivot. That manager refused to do that. You're switching between Kovacic and Barkley, right? You're switching between those two guys playing as Conte should have been playing that role. I don't care who plays number 10.
But also he figured he switched it quickly to a back three, and that gave the cover, like leg wise, to be able to cover all the ground that we were just leaving spaces for, that like under Lampard.
Yeah.
So like that's what it came down to. It's like Thiago Silva couldn't cover enough ground. Jorginho couldn't cover enough ground. If you had both of them on the pitch at the same time, there was going to be massive spaces being left open. So
And
he decided, all right, let me play Thiago Silva right in the middle. So obviously he doesn't have to cover all the ground; he just can marshal, and he has two people with legs that can be able to cover the ground next to him. Like,
and to me, we kept the Tuchel style, even though in some phases he was really just trying to protect the lead or protect the goal. He kept the ball a lot. No one can tell me Tuchel style. We had 30% possession and he focused on the counter. No, we were pressing teams a lot.
Yeah, that was my problem with him.
I mean, we can all have different. My thing is this: is you got a certain form of this style of play people want, with a guy adapting to the players he has and being smart, and he won a league. He won. Not only did he win, he went to damn near every final possible.
if they defend this corner, it's going extra time.
If I'm seeing him do that without,
it's already extra time.
Oh, my screen's a little behind.
Yeah, if I'm seeing that,
God damn,
no
you're
way I
screen
can,
behind 15 minutes.
There's no way I can.
It's About a minute.
No. It is extra time. That's the first half. That's the first half.
Yeah, it is first
Yeah,
half.
it's 56 minutes.
Oh, we're in the extra
No-
time.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
we're
are,
into
yeah,
it.
yeah.
We're into it.
I thought that was extra time. Like
No, because we had the
No.
time on it.
I
mean, that'd be
added time.
+6 or something.
Yeah, I thought it was added time. My bad.
You know,
Sorry,
Lewis
Daniel.
is not that proactive with the score clock.
Oh, I'm doing work on my other computer. I got the game on this computer, so I'm just about to clock out now. Like
I watch games on TV, not on computer. I do use monitor as the TV though, because it's a way better resolution with way better.
Oh yeah.
yeah, my monitor's 8K. I don't have an 8K TV in my entire house.
I don't know how much 8K that 8K my monitor has. All I care it's what's the name? Gigahertz. To watch
Yeah.
sports, you need a gigahertz, not pixels.
I'll keep that in mind.
It's a refresh rate, the smoothness of the.
Speaking of, oh,
Nah, I'm just switching it. I don't know if you're watching on the Discord. I'm just switching it.
Oh
To my
yeah,
main
I'm on this.
monitor.
I'm on this. Real good though.
Yeah, I was just switching it to my main monitor.
PSG's trying to bait the press.
Yeah, because I have one monitor and 2 laptops, and I have a switch for them where I can switch from computer to computer.
Oh, what? So like it all comes together as like one massive screen.
I have I have this guy is a curved John Samsung, and then I have a switch for both laptops where I can just click a button and I can go from my laptop being on the monitor or my work computer being on the monitor.
Oh, okay, I get you.
It's basically a USB. Is the switch just switches HDMI's?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's middle. Don't call a foul. Come on, let's break.
Break now, break. Oh,
Bit wide.
not a great pass.
Big up, Ahmed.
Two-man tabs.
I
How
don't
many
know,
bridges did you build in UK, Ahmed, with your civil engineering? Have you built any bridges?
Too many tabs. Someone said, "Damn, Joey, open up your email." I have 23,000 emails.
Oh my days.
I just never delete that shit. I just always just open shit and just leave it in there. I don't open everything either.
Well, so Ahmed, seeing as you're here, bro, hold that, bro. Hold that.
Hey, Joey, I might
like
jump
that.
off for like 2 seconds, but don't leave. I need to talk to you about the stadium thing.
Where would I be going? The game's still on. You know where I'll go? I'm gonna go grab me a.
That's the sort of pettiness I love, man. Oh yeah, this game screams pans.
Kind of looks that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can tell that both teams are starting to get a bit leggy. Both teams trying to force a mistake out of them. Oh no.
That league came in.
Gakpo coming on for Diaz. That might actually be a really good move for them, to be honest.
Do you think we should have a little comedy break?
A comedy break.
Yeah,
Tavares
let's talk
coming off.
Gal.
By the way,
Miguel.
speaking
Oh,
of comedy,
that brother's been getting roasted for the last 48 hours. It's been mental.
speaking of comedy, Alex, did you watch Andrew's new
Not
comedy
yet,
special?
not yet. I started with me and my wife started. Because
Yeah, you
it's
have to
about-
watch it with your significant other,
Yes,
bro.
yes.
Because
I will.
because when I did it, like she started crying and I was laughing, and then like she started laughing. Like it was like I couldn't. because I already seen this special twice, like live. Like I already saw it live in person twice. So like now, like I've seen like the fine tunements of it all, like his like little changes that he's made to it and everything. But the story is just so fucking good. Like the
I just started, so I'm gonna finish
storytelling
with
in
my
a
wife.
comedy special. It's so good. And by the way, Lewis, the guy that was on Raw last night with Jake Paul. Did you watch Raw last night?
Yeah.
So yeah, the guy that was on Raw last night, that's who we're talking about. That's my favorite comedian. So
okay.
Yeah,
He-
I've been telling you.
we've been trying to put you onto him for months.
Yeah, and you because
he's in
and
Story
50
W now.
Cent,
That does it for me.
his interview with 50 Cent is the best one ever.
Oh my god, bro! No
I
idea.
watch on repeat. I watched already 2 or 3 times in the interview. It's just that funny.
Yo, Alex
like,
loves 50
what?
Cent though, son. So I know you love 50 Cent though. So.
Yeah, I am. He's like he's such a. That's how I am. I am so pity.
Bro.
Yes, Maldini.
It's honestly, Alex, one of my favorite episodes ever.
Yeah, it is.
It's on. I've watched, and I've been watching that podcast for almost 2.5 years. Not missed one single episode.
Nice.
So, like,
I do like Brilliant Idiots with him and Charlemagne.
oh, I watched. I'm right. Both of them.
Yeah,
Brilliant Idiots and.
I don't watch Breakfast Club. It's too.
Like, no. You don't. Not Breakfast Club, but Brilliant Idiots.
Brilliant Idiots.
Why am I blanking?
My Brilliant Idiots, him and Hindu guy. Then Akash. Then I watch. I religiously watch Kill Tony every Monday.
Flagrant.
Religiously, I watch Kill Tony.
I need to watch more Kill Tony. That's something that's on my bucket list to do more this year. The rest of this
year,
now that a lot of sports are done, I'm gonna make sure that that's like kind of on my bucket list. I was watching.
There was a clip from English guy. There was an English guy, and they make fun of him. He's like, "Oh, I'm not Mexican.
Right,
I'm black." He's like, and everybody was like, "You're not black." He's like, "Yeah, I am." So he's like, "Okay, English Mexican. What do you do for a living?" And he's like, "I'm a producer." So he was being made fun of all this comedian. If you can find that moment, and he's like, he's like, "I'm a producer," and his name is something, in the he played his music. It was so good, and everybody was like, "Oh my god!"
He's yeah.
I forgot his name.
About.
His English producer made it really good, actually.
I think I sent that out to people a while back. If I go on my Twitter, I can find it. It's one of my favorite clips.
Yeah, the song is something.
Actually, if I go on my Spotify, I bet you I can find the song.
Yeah, the song is dope. Actually,
I saved the song. That's why I know. I ended up saving the song. It's a grime song.
Yeah. Burning by Sancho.
Burning.
Burning.
That's the song.
Lewis,
that's the song's name. Burning.
Kill Tony, and the English producer.
Yeah,
it's that clip on
TikTok.
Who's the song's
name by? Someone in the chat knows it.
Burning.
I'm Sancho. Yes. I'm glad. I knew someone in the chat would know. Yes, Ator is exactly right. Burning by M. Hancho. That's exactly the same.
M. Hancho, not Nacho. M. Hancho. Yeah.
Yeah, M. Hancho.
It's so good, and the drop is so good.
Yeah. You should listen to more English rap then, Alex, because that's a lot of that type of songs I have.
No. I don't do the no.
No. You just see that's just like the stereotype. That's just the stereotype.
Oh, fuck's sakes, man.
Yeah, what's the guy's name that came out like a couple years ago? He was like a troll, but he was trying to be English rapper. I forgot. He's like African guy.
The guy said, "Man's not hot."
Yeah, man's not hot. That's the guy. That's who I was thinking of. That's how Alex thinks of English rapper.
Cross.
And believe me, I'm the whitest of the
Michael
white. I
Papa,
don't.
that's it.
That's what Alex thinks of English rappers, bro. Nah, I got put on to like I found Bugsy Malone and Dave on my own.
I did not even know. I like Eminem, but because of the 50 affiliation. But I don't like. I think Eminem's voice is like and the same as like the reason why I don't like some rappers because the voices does not matches the attitude.
Yeah.
So Eminem is kind of like that, but he has a bangers and his. But recently, I actually learned that the Eminem has a song with Trick. It's about what's his name? Where is Eminem from? What state? What
Detroit,
city?
Michigan.
Detroit.
Michigan,
So
yeah.
something from Trick Tony. There's a guy from Detroit rapper, Trick something. I didn't know that he had the song with him, like in
Yeah, I think it's
2006.
just Trick.
Yeah, Trick something. But that song was banger. I just recently got across it.
See, I was always an Eminem hater,
Oh no, it was Trick.
but that's just
Trick.
because
There
I
we go.
hate everything that's popular.
I do like Eminem. He like the word
I was listening to like 50 before 50 got popular, like really, really, really popular. And I
Mhm.
still like 50 when he got
Big up
popular, but
Daniel.
when Eminem was going around, I was in New York, so like Nas was and Jay-Z were still going big at that time. So like those were the guys that I would always be
like I
listening
said,
to.
I'm not a specialist on rap, but sometimes the voice does not match the attitude behind it.
Sure.
So for example, if you like and say, like I like Eminem, but Eminem sometimes
I'm
voice
also a
does
big
not.
Lloyd Banks fan.
You see what I'm saying? So not a chance I listen to Drake. Not a chance I'm listen to Kendrick.
I listen to a lot. I still listen to a lot of Lloyd Banks, bro.
Hey,
Being
man,
honest.
I don't listen
we're listening
to
to SS4U
Winnie.
right now, man. Come on, Joey, man. We're listening to SS4U, man.
SS4U.
I think Ja Rule
That's the
voice
shit
is the
Drake just dropped, bro.
Yo, you not getting. That's how you know I'm so out of that loop, bro.
I know you ain't even know the nigga
I'm
dropped.
so out of that loop,
You
bro.
ain't
It's
even know
not
he
even
dropped.
crazy.
You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Crazy how out of the loop I am with that shit, bro. I'm not even front. You told me.
My brother's a hater. He told me he told me, he said, I'm not listening to that shit. I said, you're not listening to what? This is Drizzy. What do you mean you're not listening, bro?
I mean, I'll listen. I'll give it a listen.
Beef,
It's
bro.
never the thing is it always comes up in my Spotify list, like regardless. So like I'll always end up listening to it. Like I'll just have Spotify running. Like after this, like I'll just have Spotify running in the background, just fucking on its own.
When I used to run religiously, like I used to run like about 25 miles a week, I only could listen only classical music. When I'm running, I only can listen to classical music.
See,
I don't know why.
I'll be honest.
I'm so
I work
all
out
over
to
the place.
R&B, bro. I don't work out to like hype music. I just don't.
No, never. It never did. They never did it to me.
If for me, I'm just weird though. I'm a little weird though. I listen to like drum and bass
Well, we
and
know
stuff like that.
Bro, I'm literally like okay.
I'm a big drum and bass fan though. I love drum and bass.
I love all kinds of music. I like techno. I like house.
In this afternoon, I was working out, bro. I played the whole Marvin Gaye album, bro. What's going on? I played the whole album. I was fire.
All the way through. Hey, Daniel said I played that shit all the way through, son.
I said this nigga spitting, bro. What's this nigga?
The same thing. I just like. I don't have a specific style of music. It's based on the mood.
Yeah,
I can listen to
Yeah.
anything. It's based on the mood.
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
tell you what,
Also, the weather kind of also
when I used
decides it for me too.
I used to have a boat, and it's a pontoon. If anybody knows what pontoon, it's called party boat. Well, it's a kind of like a pontoon, but it's a deck boat. It's 12 people, 12 sitters.
Yep.
12 people can sit down. About 15, 16 can stand and stand. You know what I'm saying? So capacity was always anyway.
Like
for
30.
some reason, there's nothing better to listen on a boat than country music. You can nothing better, and I don't know why. And I'm not a country music player.
Take me home.
That's as much country as you know, huh, Daniel?
No.
I
There's
know
a
country,
party in the
man. I know
whiskey.
country.
I don't know no country, so you
I
can't
know
hold me to
country,
none of
man.
that.
Come on, man.
No,
I
not
can't know- I
K-pop.
don't
I know the
nothing about
classics.
country.
I know the classics. I don't know this new
Nah,
shit. Yeah.
I don't know nothing about
Mr.
country
I'll,
music, bro.
Mr.
no.
Boozy?
What's
I
his
don't know
name?
that.
What's his name?
Oh,
That
Ooh,
shit.
I know the classics, man.
what's
best
his
song
name?
we've had in a time.
From the what's his name?
All
Burning
my exes live in Texas. That's my
Texas.
shit from GTA. Y'all don't remember GTA? You don't remember that? The GTA radio? That was hard, bro. You spinning the block and you getting that.
Daniel, I didn't realize how
swear.
eclectic you were,
If-
bro.
That's hard, bro. What?
Listen, you need to listen to the. Hold on, I have that guy is amazing. He's a country singer, songwriter.
Nah, you ain't gonna get me
ju-
to listen to no country.
No.
I got enough
I'll
music to
just give
listen
you
to.
one song to listen. So I forgot his name. I'll give it to you, and you can listen to him and see if you like it. But
Send it to me on Twitter.
his name is Cole Walter. Coulter Wall.
Yeah, send it to me on Twitter because I won't remember that shit.
I don't know how. I will have it like in like
you have my
mu-
messenger. Just go to your messenger and message
I
me.
know
Colton, whatever the
how
fuck it
to
is.
send it. I'm not like how I can send you like from my
A
music.
song?
Yeah,
What kind of music? What kind of player do you use?
Oh well.
it's MP3.
Oh, you can't send me just an MP3, bro. Just
Yeah,
find
that's
it on
what I'm
YouTube.
saying. Like,
Find
it's
it on
Cole
YouTube. Real quick.
Walter.
You can
Walter
find it on
Cole.
YouTube. You could send me the
Yeah,
song.
hold on a second.
Damn, that's Trent and Konate down now.
Yeah.
Bombard. Liverpool will be begging for the international, bro. Oh no,
Yep.
they ain't got no league games, just a cup final. Yeah, they'll be alright.
Well, it makes the cup final a little more interesting, at least.
Yeah,
Actually,
sure
yeah, they might be matching them on injuries.
Yeah. Because I don't think
We'll
Anthony
lose
Gordon can
most of your
play.
front line, we'll lose our back line. Fuck it.
I don't think Anthony Gordon can play for Newcastle.
No Gordon, no
Yeah.
Isak.
I don't think Hall's available.
Botman's out.
Why no Isak?
I swear Isak's out.
No, he was playing in the last game.
Oh, okay,
It's-
I'm bugging them.
Yeah, you bugging. Yeah, he played in the last game.
It's West Ham.
Let me get the whole injury list done.
I just got into lo-fi music. That's the new type of music I've been
No
listening
Lewis Hall,
Yeah,
no
lo-fi's cool.
Botman, no
Nah,
Gordon.
I was listening to lo-fi when I was studying in college, man. I can't listen to that shit now.
to. Nah, bro, I need to calm the fuck down sometimes. So lo-fi is alright.
That's when I was studying in college. Now it's like if I need to calm down, just roll me a blunt.
He said Marvin Gaye. Back to Marvin Gaye.
Just roll me a blunt, bro. I listen when they do the Spotify rap. The end of the year, Marvin Gaye is usually like number 1 or 2, bro. It's Marvin Gaye and Drake.
Yeah. Hey. To each is their own, my man.
I listen
The
to a
last 2
crazy
years for
amount of
me.
R&B.
The last 2 years for me have been specifically, if we did the rap, I'm pretty sure it was like Lloyd, Nas, and Dave East were the top 3 in
Lloyd
different
Banks
orders.
still up there for you, bro?
Bro, I listen to Lloyd every year. Every year he comes out with a Halloween album, and that shit's just dark and cold. So I just be fucking with it every year. He does a new fucking 19 comes out every year on Halloween from Lloyd. So I always be up for it. And that should be holding me over until the next Halloween too.
I respect it.
I'll send it to you, Joe, and I put it in the chat
Nah,
just for people.
Oh yeah,
seen it, I
before I
seen
forget what I want to talk about. Damn, sorry guys, I'm switching from music. The stadium. I think you guys are a little too harsh, man. You guys are a little too harsh on these fans. Let me say that.
Okay,
And
let's
here's
talk
why.
about it.
Okay.
It's a lot more complicated issue than if we move and we get this level of stadium, we make this much money, right? Like right
Yeah,
now,
that's
we
what I
know the
told
most
him.
expensive ticket in the whole of England is Arsenal.
Mhm.
It became that expensive after they moved and got their new stadium.
The
The
Emirates,
second
yeah.
most expensive is Spurs, right? And they just got their new stadium recently. They're up there like at £98 on average every match day. So they didn't.
Nunez got 10.
Because they have to pay off. Obviously, you have to pay off. You know what?
I really like
invested.
Doué, man. Sorry. I'm sorry about that.
Like, it's cool, but they have to pay for what they invested into the stadium, right? When you really look at it, Spurs right now, when I looked up the stats on like BBC Sports, Spurs and these guys, United make the most in England. They make about 100 million a year from match day revenue. We're all the way at like 70, right?
Mike's bugging.
Daniel, you're just
Mike's
breaking up
bugging.
a bit. Just breaking up a bit. That last sentence, bro.
It's just like the last two sentences,
Yeah.
so not anything else. We've heard everything else you said.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
You're clear now.
Oh, now okay, cool. Now I was saying, currently we're around 70 mil, right? So if we're trying to, let's say we build a stadium like Manchester United, you would assume that we'll make kind of as much as they do, right? around 100 mil.
Thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah, thereabouts. So that's 30 million more a year than what you currently make. How much is it going to cost you to build a new stadium?
1.5 to build, depending on location and how big it is.
So,
about 1 to 2 billion, but I'll probably say at least half of what it would cost to stay.
At least a billion and a half, around $1 billion to $1.5 billion.
Around $1 billion, right? Around $1.5 billion.
But they said Man U stadium would be $2 billion, and we're
around 2 bill. Yeah.
Yeah, but
they said Man U's, and they're looking for They're looking to build a stadium that's around 100.
Around 100, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But which will probably get them. They have to rebuild for other things. I think they want to use it for like other.
Cut back, no one there.
Well, it gives them the capability of doming it, so they could potentially make it a concert venue.
Yeah, concert and all that kind of shit. But
I mean, all these stadiums that are being built, all these stadiums that are being built are going to turn into concert venues.
Yeah,
even
like
Anfield,
more or less.
even Anfield, even Anfield. Taylor Swift played at Anfield. Like, but we don't have to. It's every single one of these stadiums are turning into concert venues.
Yeah, 100%.
We the only Big Six one that isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not.
No. United's is not now. United, they don't have concerts at Old Trafford. They have.
I always thought they had an on-off one there.
They may have like some local British artists there, but it's not like a
international artist.
International concert.
Am I wrong in saying that the area around Stamford Bridge doesn't want concerts there?
No.
Not so much. I don't know still.
Because I heard something like that, but maybe that's wrong, and maybe they can't get those permits. And
Emirates has had a concert, but both Manchester clubs actually haven't.
I thought the Emirates have, but
yeah, the Emirates has had one.
Emirates has
had one.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying though, overall, is when we really break it down, because people are like, "Yo, we don't want to stay at Stamford Bridge because we want
from Paco.
We want a 70,000 stadium, right? Instead of maybe what we can get at Stamford Bridge was a 65.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah.
65, 60. Like that extra, I think is worth it for me as a fan who's been to Stamford Bridge twice in my entire life. For the people who go, every day like Lewis and these guys, if they're willing to say, because I think the revenue is going to go up either way. If we build a new stadium, the price is going to go up, at least for a while, because you have to pay off that new stadium that you just borrowed the money to build. And if you're making an extra 30 million every year, right? That's not enough. It has to be an extra 40 million, which means you have to charge even more. Maybe Spurs prices, which is they have the craziest price. I don't think that helps those fans if they are trying to kind of avoid that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it benefits them for the club to move maybe 10 miles from where it is currently, and the price goes up. You know what I mean? And
so here's the only thing that I can hear you.
I can hear making.
Can I just rebuttal just a quick second?
Just quickly, last.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, big up, Matt.
Come on, Jay. You know,
There you
school.
go.
We'll go. Yeah, big up.
No,
brother.
last
We'll go
one,
on,
Joe,
Daniel.
before you go, right?
Lewis, I don't
All
think
I was
that
trying to
thing
say
went
is
in my
that
account the other day, by the way.
the difference between the 65 that you get at Stamford Bridge and even the 75 or 80 you get somewhere else is an extra 10, 15 million every year. That's what the stats say.
Right.
So if the stats say that, I don't think that's worth it. That's just me. I don't think it's worth it. That's like 10 an extra 10 a year. You get that by getting into the
So you would
quarterfinals
say
of the
you'd
Champions
say
League,
just
right? Like,
get
that's not
Stamford Bridge
that's
to
not worth it.
60K then. So get Stamford Bridge to 60K.
Yeah,
That's the
I'm
more
like,
reasonable
as
target.
long as we're able to get Stamford Bridge to 60K and in the area that it is, if concerts aren't out of the question, you have a brilliant stadium, right, with a good enough size, and you make too much money. I feel bad for the fans that will go to games because your price is going to go up. But overall, I think it won't
The
go up
other
too
thing,
much.
the only side of it that I don't, the only side of it that I don't,
That's all I'm
that
saying. It's like
I hear you.
People are too.
I hear you on the, I
over
hear you
10
on the price range.
10,000 people are too. I don't know.
Why don't you just buy a
it
pitch
shouldn't matter
owner
that
and you
much.
can actually have a say in it?
I have a pitch ownership, so I do have a say. So I guess the only specific thing that I would rebuttal to that is their complaint not necessarily is the price for the current ticket. It's the lack of being able to get a ticket has been the complaint that I've heard specifically. So I guess you're right in the matter of like, if the price is going to go up. I mean, it is because it's a relatively cheap ticket for the location. If you want to put it in a perspective, like we have one of the most, like, it's one of the highest, like, cost of living areas in England, period. So, like, relative to that, compared to like some of the other clubs, it's like pretty cheap compared to cost of living in per area. Because we're relatively right in the middle of where everybody else is, but the cost of living in London and where Chelsea is just so high. To me,
Joe, how long you been living in England for?
To hopefully to retire for the rest of my life. That's the goal. The goal is to be able to retire in England in a flat where I can go to the games consistently for the remaining portion of my life. That's the goal. So hopefully I'll be doing that.
Come on, Joey, stop that. You ain't trying to retire.
Bro, I already live. I'm living in hot weather now, so I can feel okay living in cold weather later.
Ain't got no grass.
I don't got no grass now either. I live in the desert.
They might not have birds in England, man. Think about it.
No, we have pigeons. We have pigeons.
Seagulls. They obviously got seagulls. That's how bright.
Now I'm fucking around. But
no. We're a fucking miserable country.
No, but that's legitimately the hope.
Joey,
that's legitimately my hope.
If the CPO was like, listen, we're cool driving 15 more miles. We don't care. I'm all for it.
Daniel, it's not even that far though. It's a 20-minute walk.
Hear me out though.
Yo,
but if they're saying this is a historic ground, we don't want to move, and I still get a 65K or 60K stadium, I'm okay with that. That's not bad.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, Daniel, they could do that. They already bought the land around it to be able to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, and Lewis, I'm pretty sure they haven't been able to. They don't actually own the land until a certain time. You were telling me that, like, there's a certain time period where they're gonna actually own those buildings in that area.
Big up, Lewis.
Am I correct? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Time period.
Okay, so they own the land already then, because I know that they bought the land around Stamford Bridge. I know that's
Post mention, yeah, that's what they bought.
Bro, you guys got names for everything. I don't know what the fucking name is. I'm just saying there's land around Stamford Bridge. You guys name every block a different thing. Like, I swear to God, Earl's Court, bro. What's Earl's Court other than a block? It's a block.
Yeah, block flats. Both.
I mean, in New York, we call it a block.
There's the Stowe mansions that Chelsea obviously bought. There's a block of flats opposite the bridge, near the end of the east. Actually, no. To be fair, like, that's not really that close to the bridge. And
so, like, that's what I'm saying. Like they already own the land to expand from this point. So it's like it's just a choice of what these CPO owners want to do in the end. but we
Don't
got to
forget
get an
Bra-
answer because
You know
Earl's
what I
Court is
think?
going to close.
Yeah, our
I think that
restrictions start
Earl's
with
Court option is going to end up not being there soon. So we have to make a decision if Earl's Court is going to be the move or not. Like that's
We're
all
not
to
gonna
me
like we all
that I
know.
care
Listen,
about
I know
is a
we're not
decision
gonna
to be
move.
made.
We
Because
know they're
either
not
way,
gonna
they're going to
move.
expand it.
They're just not gonna move,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
They're not gonna like. I've accepted that there is a portion of the fan base that's been there forever and don't want to move. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just by myself in this. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that because I understand what it. At least hearing from people. At least let's talk about the States, right? Hearing from people in the States about seeing their teams move from where they were. I get it. Let me just say that I get it.
Daniel, it's a little different.
Yeah, because aren't some of the teams in
know
America
that is a
moved to
little
different states,
different,
bro?
bro.
Obviously,
States and
it's a
shit.
little,
Bro,
obviously
no,
it's a little
Daniel,
different, right? But
that
even
is a
hold on,
little
hold on,
different, bro.
Quickly. Even in California, right? Even in California, I'm a Dodgers fan. The Dodgers play about 15 minutes from the crib. You know what I'm saying? It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you was to tell me, oh yeah, the Dodgers can make 20 million more every year if they move to Anaheim versus if they stayed here, they'll make 5 million more. Motherfucker, stay.
Yeah, but Daniel, what if I told you couldn't find the ticket?
From my perspective.
I know, but Daniel, let me tell you. Let me give you the scenario in that sense, right? With the Dodgers, right? What if I told you couldn't find a ticket for any of the games? I know there's 300 of them, but like, what if you couldn't find a ticket unless you signed up online to be a part of this membership club to be able to get a ticket? It's the only way you can find it. Only way. And people who are been on there for longer than you have higher opportunity than you do to get it.
Yeah.
Then what? What do you
I think the
what would
percentage
you
of
want to
fans-
do as a fan base?
Hear me out though, because of the era that we're in. Only a small amount of fans, even if they did expand it to whatever size that you want them to, only a small amount of fans will not be able to get those tickets the regular way. Scalpers are still going to be there.
Did you check your account? See if that.
No,
goes
that's
in,
true.
by the way?
Yeah, that's true.
So what? It didn't go in.
Yeah,
Like,
have a check.
I've seen that shit, Joey. I've seen that shit with shoes. Oh yeah, we said okay, we're gonna for this drop, we're gonna release 50,000 more pairs. Niggas still can't get it.
Yeah, that's true.
Why? Because scalpers. Because getting a Chelsea ticket is the hottest thing out there.
Actually,
so
fuck this. I'm going on another tab.
If there's
for
more
this
tickets,
shootout.
it's just gonna be more ways for those guys to make a lot more money. Yes, there might be, let's say, 2,000 fans who might be able to get in the right way, but it's not gonna be that whole 20,000 of the new seats that you've added.
He almost got to it too.
A close pen.
He almost got to it too.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Daniel. It's definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't view them as like these like.
I hear you. I hear you.
I can understand where it's where it's coming from. When you look at the numbers and everything, it's not that big of a. It's not that big of a kill.
To me though, I'm not necessarily killing the fans on like the CPO on really anything. What I'm killing the CP, I'm killing our fan base on is the atmosphere, and blaming the atmosphere on just what you see on the pitch.
The thing's lagging quick.
Can't just. It's not just the fucking fans. You can't just fucking blame that on the fucking fans.
Well, what more would you add?
It's a collective of everything. It's a collective of.
Did my internet just die?
It's a collective of.
I'm not sure, but the Discord just lagged out. Sorry, go on, Matt. It's my bad.
It's a collective of the football being boring as fuck. The fucking results.
Yeah, my internet died at the most inopportune time.
Nothing to be excited for, really. You know who's getting relegated. You know who's winning the league, and everyone's playing shit. Like, you can't rely on any good teams. You can't rely on any shit teams. Chris Wood's the best striker in the league. And as well, what do people sing? What song? Tell me a song that you're going to sing that ain't Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. Who are you going to sing about? What player?
Palmer's a chant, don't he?
Oh, what, you're going to sing Palmer again? Or like,
no, I personally
running from the left to right for 90 minutes?
No, probably not.
Go on.
I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. I just went to a local club, my local club that has 2,000 people, and they sang songs in Spanish for fucking 90 minutes. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
but
don't want to I don't want
yeah,
to
but
kill
it's
it
the
on you
same.
guys.
Yeah,
But
but
I
if you
literally
go
Culture's
was
different,
just
Joey, so
yeah,
he's
but
I
saying.
was
yeah,
just at my local club here in
yeah, but
Phoenix,
Joe,
and they had
Joe,
2,000 people in the home opener.
Joe.
90 minutes, these guys
Joe.
were
But it's a
singing in their
different.
in the way
Well,
in the home.
Joey, it's a like a different. It's first of all, it's a different demographic. First of all, I heard you guys say
It
it
is,
early
it
on.
is.
A lot of the season ticket holders are older, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, we have the
But
oldest
also,
season ticket holder
but
in
also,
the league,
a lot of the non-season
average
ticket
age wise.
holders. The problem is because of where
Let's
we are,
go!
where
What
Chelsea
happens?
is in London.
Darwin got the ball saved. It's not up on Discord anymore.
No, I can't see nothing, bro. I was
My
gonna say
bad.
Nunes
Darwin
missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nunes missed. Here, I got you.
Oh, brother.
Back up.
Let me find. Let me see your Sam's reaction.
Yo, I thought we needed Liverpool to go through. What's going on?
I feel like coefficient, but
No, we don't.
I mean,
There you go.
I wanted the coefficient though, because I know we're gonna.
No, I know we don't
Wait.
technically need them to go through though.
Actually,
So who are we relying on?
We don't need to
Aston
rely
Villa?
on anybody.
As long as we make top 4, right?
yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Well,
that was
no,
it, but
no, because
Darwin
top
Nunes.
5 is definitely still on for us because
What a
the way
pen.
it's working right now worked out in the
Oh,
first
man.
oh,
in the first
Dembele,
leg.
good pen.
He has to keep the right subs on there, man.
The way it's
Well,
working
Dembele
out.
Allison has to sit.
No, he made it.
Wow.
So the way it's working out coefficient wise,
This is
Daniel,
eventful.
is the Italian teams have all been knocked out other than Inter. Okay. The German teams are playing against each other, right? In the tie right now. The Spanish teams there's Brazil, there's Barcelona, and then there's two getting knocked out right now. So the only real thing that we
That's strong.
is Spanish. That's
Bomba
it.
It's over. It's done.
It's over.
They're out. They're going out.
But that's what I
Oh
was
my
worried about
goodness.
though. Is
What did I say?
Spain
What did I
getting
tell
that-
the
is
streets?
Spain getting that
What
fifth
did I
spot?
tell the streets? What did I tell the streets about PSG? They didn't listen to me, man. They don't listen to me enough.
Yeah.
You need to start listening to me when it comes to league and football. Because I told you guys this was going to happen. But they don't
Oh my
listen.
gosh.
Man.
There it is.
They don't
fam.
listen.
Ahmed,
There it is.
Ahmed. You want to know why we don't listen?
There it is.
You want to know why
There
we
it
don't
is.
My
listen?
boy Desiree Doué hitting it as well.
my boy.
Wallahi,
There
I
it
can't
is,
Thank
speak.
you, Lewis.
Wallahi,
Thank you.
I
That's
can't
why we
speak.
don't listen.
The guy
why
that
we
I
don't
was
listen.
cracking
Blame,
up
fam.
for in the summer. Wallahi, man,
Yourself to blame.
this is crazy, man.
Hold
This
on,
is
hold
crazy.
on, guys, slow down. Why is he acting like he's some sort of fucking genius? With PSG
I am the
winning
genius
on
here.
fucking
Genius,
Listen,
bro.
I am
wrong
the
with
genius.
Oh, no.
What are you talking about, big man?
Oh,
I'm
what
genius.
a pen!
on PSG winning
Yeah,
on
So you
fucking
didn't have the
blood.
opportunities to win it, man. Gotta put the ball
No
in the
way,
back of the
man,
net.
dropped the Palmer Selly at Anfield.
Insane, man. Insane.
Oof.
There it is, man. There it is.
No,
There it
man,
is, there
that's
it is, there it is.
mental.
There it is, man.
Yeah, I'm being
These
serious.
man actually done it.
I'm being serious.
These man
This
actually done
team
it.
is good
I
enough to
do
win.
it. You got a fan in
This
me, mate.
PSG team, this PSG team,
They literally done it
and
us to
going
us.
both ways,
They done
have
it
enough
us
to
to
do
us.
it this year.
They
Can we
better-
talk
listen.
about can we just talk about quickly that Salah got locked up by
They
a
done
guy
it us
that
to us,
not
man.
a lot of people rated except for myself again. Another left back I
What do you
rated.
mean no people rated? Mendes?
Mendes.
Hey, listen, Joey does not rate.
crazy?
I was telling Joey about Mendes, but listen again. Another one I was hyping up.
Crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't want to speak too
You
much on
just
that
want to
one.
do the I told you so thing.
I told you so.
I can't lie, Daniel. I have to do
Yeah,
it
man.
today. I have
Daniel,
to. Daniel. On this one,
Daniel,
Daniel, I have to. Daniel, I have to. I'm sorry,
Daniel,
bro.
allow him
Daniel, I
to
have to.
allow him to
You're
try to
us.
be
It's just
shameless
dead,
for a second.
bro.
Allow him to
Pretty
try to
sure
be
when the
shameless for a
Euros
second.
happened, a lot of us came on here and said, "Yo, at least I
Listen,
did."
I-
They dominated us in the first leg.
I
We
wasn't
dominated
available.
them.
I wasn't available in the Euros. Sorry, mate.
That's
No,
cap.
it was
I saw you.
50-50,
That's
innit?
cap.
I wasn't
Lying.
available.
That's cap.
Nunes,
That's cap.
Curtis Jones, you man.
Don't do
Gotta
that.
have a serious
Yeah,
man.
you know,
Man, I gotta
Daniel,
have a
we
serious
did
thing.
streams every single day, like
Oh,
4
Have a
times a
serious,
week.
Serious thing.
4 times a week.
Allah, I was heartbroken, man.
Come on.
Allah, I was heartbroken when Doué left. When we
They
couldn't get
defended
Doué.
valiantly.
I was
well,
heartbroken when we couldn't get some of these guys, man.
They defended well, man. They defended well.
I'll be honest. I was only really
defended well, fam.
heartbroken when Elise went to Bayern.
They defended well.
Yeah, man. I crashed out.
Yeah.
That broke my heart, man.
That one genuinely did, bro.
I was like, oh, it was right there,
well,
and he
fam.
wanted to come.
It's all right.
Man.
I cannot believe what I've just seen, bro.
Started calling my phone, fam.
Hey, listen.
Well, they know.
Yo.
We know how it feels for PSG to get up in the last minute.
Hey, yo.
This brother's
Wow,
always
bro.
calling my phone when he loses everything, bro. Brother.
All right, let me mute this. That's bad. I didn't expect that, but yo, this influence really is generational. It's
It
crazy.
is. Yeah.
Liverpool's hopes of a Champions League is over. PSG
Mbappe
progress. Fair fucking
Better
play,
make sure
man.
PSG don't win this shit. You better make sure if they win this shit after you left. Listen, man, it's gonna be ugly. Because even if you win it with Real Madrid has how many? 20? They have a bullshit amount. It don't matter if you win one more for them. If PSG win their first Champions League after you left, that's a staying legacy, man. It's a staying legacy.
Yeah, they gonna cook him. I think PSG could face Madrid in the semis.
They could. That's what I'm saying. They could. So Mbappe, you have a chance. You better make sure you don't make it through. You better make sure.
Oh my goodness! Well, what's the
I'm
sound
telling
saying?
you, they have the tools this time, in my opinion, to be able to do it.
Listen,
They
for
got the
Mbappe's
tools
sake,
this time.
you better hope. You better hope. Because if they, oh my God, that'd
They
be
got
crazy.
the tools this time to do it, man.
Right, man.
Like
I need
PSG
Atleti to do a
got the
job tomorrow,
tools.
man. Atleti got to do a job for me tomorrow, man. Atleti have got to do a job tomorrow, man. I'll be
Now,
honest.
to be fair, this is their most balanced team that they've had in a long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Outside of their striker position, which they've like kind of solved with Dembele playing in a roaming role, like the attack looks fluid enough without it. So it's like everything else, they're solid. Midfield solid. Like adding Neves' legs with Vitinha, with Fabian Ruiz, really good complete midfield.
Yeah.
Pacho
if they
gives
get to
you
the final, I think they win it. But the problem is this. We know that Real Madrid team has made a contract with some demon or something. You know how to like anime when you make a
we know.
contract? They've made a contract with whatever entity controls the Champions League. They got it. So you got to get through them. Those guys will play terrorist football. PSG will have the ball about 75%, and they might still lose.
Yep. Like they did against Liverpool in the first leg.
That's the only problem is, Real Madrid is a different, I don't know what they got, but that's a different team right there.
At least never a foul will be interesting today. Fuck, man.
Oof. Yeah, it's gonna be fucked still.
It's going to be interesting at least. I guess
Why are you telling me to call Monts? Why is everyone spamming that?
Nah, I get my chance. I get the chance to speak with Mons here in a bit.
I'm trying to call Hassam.
Yeah, man.
Hassam a call.
I popped her my text already, man. Just said, how are you feeling?
Oh, because Troops inside.
Ahmed, you know how much I hate you sometimes? Your cheekiness is never ending, bro. It's an infinite cheekiness, bro. Infinite,
Listen, man.
bro.
Listen, man.
It's infinite. Like
it's a hard trade, man. You gotta learn, you know what I mean? The trade well, man. You know what I mean? You gotta learn the ins and outs.
What will you pick up?
My God, man. Put my neck out on the line. Put my neck out on the line for us winning this game, and we've been absolutely fucking destroyed here. Absolutely destroyed here. We should have brought on Kelleher for the penalties. Should have brought on for the Kelleher for the penalties. All the rival fans that are here to laugh, the comments are off. I don't even see.
attaboy, Sam. That's how you deal with it.
I don't even see the comments, but I do see that there is 3,000.
He got pain in his voice, man. I know that pain, bro.
Like the video and subscribe as you're here and you're
this
laughing
is
at my pain and my
this
misery.
is me.
And
this
remember,
is me after
we're going to win the
Madrid.
Premier League. Number 20.
This was me after Madrid,
Greetings,
bro.
Don Hussam. I hate to say this. PSG deserves to go through.
I
too many
hear
poor
it, but you
decisions
know
in the
what,
final
man?
third
Hold
tonight.
that.
I agree
All I
with you.
wanted to do was tell him that
I agree with you. In
there
the
was a
final
Palmer
third, we've
Sally
been
on his head topic.
absolute
Hold
dog
that.
shit.
That was it. Big up BK
I
saying
mean-
2020 is
I
happening
mean, we all
again.
have, anytime someone loses like that, you got to hold it, bro. But I know this pain. This pain is, I know this pain very well. That's all I can
Oh,
say.
you know what? I'm glad Liverpool fans get a bit of pain in it. Just a
Yeah,
bit.
facts.
Yeah,
Having
yeah,
too
they
much
can't
of
win
a
it all.
piece
They
of
can't win
cheese
everything,
in
bro.
my
They
life,
can't win
bro.
everything.
Exactly, man.
Yeah. And you know what? You know, maybe Newcastle go do something in the cup too.
Listen, I'm
Ooh,
glad this
back to
happened because
back?
this kills.
Yo,
Ooh,
yeah,
back to
yeah,
back.
yeah. I want, yeah, because like maybe like Newcastle win a trophy, dip a little bit.
If
Never know.
Salah was
How
able
it
to
was.
win a Champions League and Premier League, he might have gotten that Ballon d'Or. He's definitely not getting it now.
Yeah, he's not
No,
getting
no
it now, man.
chance.
He's
Yeah.
not getting it
Yeah,
now.
hold that, bruv.
They ain't even want to give it to him anyway.
It is what it is, man.
It is
Goals
what it is,
against
though.
PSG
Like,
ain't for everybody, you fraud. Hold
You know what I
that.
mean? We
They do
don't
not want to
listen.
give
We,
it to him, so
we,
I'm
we
happy.
only know certain that show up in big games, man. That's what I have to say, man. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
It ain't for all of us.
come on, Mbappe. Let's go get this. Let's go get the first one, man. Let's get a Ballon d'Or, man. If Mbappe wins,
Mbappe
we
knocking
know
out PSG would be fucking cruel.
it would be cruel. And I feel like I can root for this PSG team now because they don't have Mbappe.
Yes.
Mbappe and Vinny.
Yeah.
Or Vinny.
That's
Tomorrow-
why I can root for him because they don't have Mbappe. It's like I feel like I want them to be like actually be successful in Champions League just one time, just because like they've been struggling with
Wait,
this
it's
whole
not
Mbappe,
Salah,
Neymar,
Mbappe or
and
Vinny. Who else can win this Ballon d'Or?
Yamal.
Yeah, Yamal. Yeah.
Yamal.
I forgot about him.
Yamal can definitely win it.
Fabrizio.
Yeah, we in the Liga, yeah.
Yeah, they got Salah
In the
crying on
Champions League
Fabrizio, bro.
too. Yeah.
Yamal
I'll be
can
honest,
definitely
man.
win it.
I'll be
Draw another-
honest. Atletico, man. Tomorrow, please. Please, Atletico, tomorrow, please. Let's finish it off, man.
Peak. That's Fabrizio knows exactly.
Nah,
what
but the
he's
kid
doing with that
deserves
one.
it, bro. The way the kid plays, he deserves
Yeah.
it. Nobody
Yeah.
can tell me the way that this kid plays, he doesn't
After the
deserve it.
fans, it's over, man.
Trust, yeah.
Nobody. He brings football back. He could bring football back himself. This kid could bring football back himself. The way he plays football, it's gorgeous. It's Yamal. I love watching him play. I hate Barcelona. I hate Barcelona.
I
But
hate Madrid.
watching Yamal plays makes me
Unfortunately for
smile.
him,
Watching him play just makes me
Unfortunately for him,
smile.
he
It
plays
makes
for
me feel
Barcelona,
like
so-
old football is back.
I don't watch that.
That's
bullshit.
how it
trust.
would. He brings that feeling in me where it's like this special just watching it.
It's pure expression, isn't it? That's what it
It's
is.
just special just watching it. He's unbelievable. He's so much fun to watch, bro. I can't stand that he's that good and he's on Barcelona. I can't. But he's amazing.
All right, well, but let's be realistic about how good he is right now. Is he? And I'm not saying like obviously not those kind of players, but is he right now Ballon d'Or Messi level, or is he more like top 5? You know, Robin level. You know, I don't think he's better than Mbappe.
Yeah.
I just hate bringing
I don't
Messi
think he's
into
better
this.
than Mbappe.
I just really
No,
hate
I'm
bringing
just
Messi
saying.
into this.
I'm just
That's the
talking
only
about
thing.
that. Like, I'm talking about that like gap of.
Let me see what his
performance and
GNA
numbers.
is right now, bro. Let me see what his GNA is right now.
No, it's good, but it's not great.
No,
Because for a 17-year-old, isn't it?
see,
Like,
that's the thing.
a bit
That's the
much.
thing. I think it might be pretty fucking good. That's the thing.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
For-
good, but
yeah, all
I
things
don't, it's
considered.
not a. I guess we're just being used to Messi and Ronaldo for too long now.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, those numbers were ridiculous back then, bro.
They were
They could never
scoring.
be replicated, bro.
Them numbers is, you know what I'm saying? I think he's probably going to get like a Nedved type numbers.
So he's on. So he's on right now. Total. 8, 10, 12 goals, 16 assists. 12 goals, 17 assists.
Not bad. Not bad.
If they win, I guess it just depends on who wins Champions League in the end.
Yeah,
right?
that'll be a big
Like
factor.
I
Yeah.
think that's going to end up being the biggest factor in the end. Is who wins Champions League? The player who led them in that realm, specifically, like what we thought it should have been this year with Vinny winning it, but it was Rodri won. In my opinion, Rodri won the Ballon d'Or this year. It was as a makeup for not winning it the year that
City won the Champions League.
Yeah, that City won the Champions League. It was like a makeup one.
I'll be honest. I would never have given it to Rodri in general, man. This is what's killing football. You can't give a DM Ballon d'Or. Come on.
I mean,
man.
you can, bro.
I mean,
You could have
can,
gave
bro.
him,
You
but you
can.
should have gave it to him the year they won the Champions League.
But you couldn't, because you should have given it to Haaland or Messi.
Why were you
Messi
giving
won-
it to Messi for the World Cup, though?
Because he won the World Cup.
I get it.
I know
I get it, but I still think it's.
Listen,
I still think that.
I know it's a bit DEI, but we got to give it to him, man. Come on, it's Messi, man.
I would have gave it to Haaland.
Yeah, Haaland. Yeah, Messi or Haaland. I'll give it to.
I would have gave it to
You know what I'm
Haaland.
saying? But
Because Haaland had the
cannot
goal
give it
record
to a
that year.
DM, bro. I can't give it to a. I'm sorry. I know it's
He had the goal record. He won the league, and he won the Champions League. Like he deserved it, bro. Let's be real. But I just I don't know. I'm also a Messi hater. I have a bias.
No,
towards
he
that.
did deserve it.
Of course,
Like
you are.
100%. You are right. He 100% deserved to get that Ballon d'Or. But obviously, I think they never wanted to give. I
Like
think they just didn't want to give him one over.
the funny
over
thing
Mbappe.
is the way
That's
that you guys
my
feel. The way that
conspiracy theory,
a
but
lot of people, of
I think
Chelsea
he won.
fans feel about Arsenal, like local Chelsea fans feel about Arsenal,
Yep.
is my feeling towards Man U and Barcelona. Like those are the two teams that I have like deep hatred for, like deep motherfucking hatred. So, like anything Barcelona related is painful.
Yeah, fuck Barca.
No. That's
son.
definitely how I feel
Yo,
about
Lewis,
Barcelona
you
too.
got to get
but
that
not because
picture.
of how they play.
You
or
got
anything.
Lewis. I got one for you, bro. I got one for back again.
Back
You got to
again.
get that picture. Yeah, you got to get that picture and the one with the video of him. The video of him walking out when he does the little strut from the door. You know, the one where
yeah,
you got to get that.
You
You got to get that. You got to get like Prime or someone to take that clip and then add this picture
Prime
to the end.
probably
of it.
has it. I could just
No,
shout
I'm telling you, Prime probably already has it. But like
this guy has more clips than I do.
Oh yeah, we know.
Like, he's probably got files and everything. But HR, yo, what a tweet, bruv. I'm keeping that.
Great tweet.
That is right.
Yo, dude, Desiree
kill
Doué
this
moved
club
me in
run
this
back
game,
again.
bro. Desiree Doué moved me in these last couple games, bro. I'm not even about the front.
Yeah, like, I like the directness. He's got a bit of strength on him as well. And you know what? He's a bit Chelsea. He's a bit fucking Chelsea. You know, I can appreciate someone who knows the right time to bust out the Parmacelli, and we ain't seen that at Anfield yet, sadly. So you know what, Doué, you can do it first, bruv. This is peak,
It was
man.
the proper time to do it. Can't even hate.
Man got Salah tears, Mods tears, or Sam tears. It's crazy. Your timeline is going to be mad tonight. Because Liverpool are low-key about as hated as Arsenal. They just ain't giving us a reason to cuss them out yet.
Yeah.
Sean Newland, I know, right? And then they went and bought another winger in the summer or in the January window. They have 4 wingers that probably start in any team in the world.
No, brother.
It's crazy, right? That's why
they are still putting us to shame again, yet. But
when you have that type of creation, though, Lewis, from the wings,
it's
you
like
never see.
You get high
Lewis,
quality.
Did you see
chances,
one?
innit?
Lewis, did you see one cross in the air today from PSG?
Well, I have to think about it. So you know what? Probably not a lot.
Not a lot, yeah.
Been our issue for the way that we've been crossing the ball to these.
They were trying to play low a lot.
Everything was low. Everything was low and driven.
Listen, in a year and a half, they lost Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, and they rebuilt the entire front line. That's the only thing that gets me angry. It's like they lost players of that quality, and replace them adequately.
With
It's
young
annoying.
talent, not even with
the young
like
talent as well. Yeah.
with super established players, young talent. Every single one of them, young talents. Yeah, I mean, Dembele was a little bit experienced just due to, but Dembele is like experienced in the manner of what Jadon Sancho's experienced. He just had
Dembele was an opportunity when he first went there, right? And
Yep.
and that's okay. You
was
can
free.
get one of. You
It
can
was
get
free.
one of. Yeah, it was free.
Yeah, winding his
Like
contract down.
Barcelona was tired of him.
Yep.
Yeah, well.
Remember, he wanted to stay in Barcelona. You guys remember that?
Yep,
His injury record was
because he didn't want to come to us.
Him out.
Because he didn't want to come to us. He was willing to stay in Barcelona and everything else, and all that, and he ended up. You know what I'm saying? My problem. What I've always said this: these guys, they identified the right guys.
Yep.
They identified someone like
majority of them have been a lot
they
of the right
identified
profiles.
Barcola, but that's what and they got into
we were linked with Doué.
Negotiations and
we were
blah
linked
blah
with
blah.
Doué.
But then you get into conversations with Doué or with Elise and then you get Neto and Sancho. Listen,
bro, they need a closer, bro.
Good players. Don't get me wrong.
You know what this is? You know what this sounds? You know what? To me, this whole they need a closer, bro. They have the ideas, the right ideas. They need a closer, though.
They don't need no. That their job is to be the closer.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly. But that's why I say
we don't.
That's
need
why
them,
I said they need a closer because they can't do it
to scout great players. I'm sure we've been presenting.
Yeah, but they should be head of scouting, not fucking sporting directors.
As long as they give up the money they're making for being sporting directors too. That's your responsibility, man. You're a sporting director. Close the deal. Don't just find the right player and not close it. That's like Wenger. Yeah. Wenger is the first one who will tell you, I did scout Hazard, but then I decided. And don't tell me that.
Yep. Exactly. That's actually great.
You sound like Arsenal, when people talk like that.
Great
Wenger scouted every single top player out there. He had them, and those players were like say too. Yeah, I had a conversation with Wenger, but then he decided, or the team decided, blah blah blah, and this is what happened, and I decided not to go there. They all say that kind of shit, and to me, I look at him like, if I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm mad at that because instead of getting that top striker, you decided, oh, you know what, I'm gonna get Shamak. What? You gonna get who? I lose my mind. Oh,
Andreas Xavi and all that.
Yeah, instead of getting Hazard, Gervinho instead. So Hazard or because they got Gervinho the year prior, they could have got Hazard. You know how crazy I would have lost my mind.
Nicolas Pepe as well.
I mean, at the time, Nicolas Pepe was actually balling.
It was, and it still cost them their highest transfer fee, 72 mil or something. So
yeah, they just never used him though.
Yep. I'll put that one down to Arteta as well, man.
Yeah, they just never used the guy.
Hazard, the Drogba, all those kind of
turned
players
into a right analog stick merchant.
Yeah, that's
and he was the one who that carried him in that fucking FA Cup.
Yeah.
Yes, that was one of his greatest ever games for Arsenal. Probably his greatest one. He was the
one that carried him, bro.
Yep. I remember watching that thing. What the fuck did they feed him today or some shit?
Yeah, bro. He was the best
give it
player,
to him again.
Man. And then he got dropped. For soccer.
Bro, he wasn't a serious player, man. Look at what he's doing right now, man. That's not a serious guy.
Who? what? Because he's cheating Tiana Trent.
That's not a serious guy. That shows me you make bad decisions in life.
Sorry, I'm too used to calling you Tiana Trent.
Nah, that's a good ass point, though. I'm not even about to front.
You don't make the right.
That's a good fucking point, dude.
Come on, man.
That's hilarious, though, bro. That is so fucking good. That is so good.
Think about it. That can't be a star player. You do stuff like that, you're not focused on football. You got to be focused. You dating Tiana Trump and these kind of come on, man. We know Terry and those guys were doing freaky shit in the background. We know that. But you dating like this is your girl? That's crazy work.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
Did Coventry lose today because they were down 2-0?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm ready for those Frank tweets to be done. Yeah, they lost. They lost the derby.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm ready for them Frank tweets to be done now. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
I wish people would just leave.
Depends how we go against Arsenal, Joey.
I wish people would just leave my goat alone. Can't these proper
Yeah,
Chelsea
same.
guys leave my goat alone, man? Damn, let
Yeah.
him just do his thing. Just leave him alone. Stop talking about him.
I feel it.
They
I
just
feel
can't.
it, bro.
Damn.
I just
Every time
I can
he's like,
separate.
he just
I
got back.
separate Frank.
Listen, he just
I
got back into his
separate
job.
Frank's career as a football player and Frank's
And the manager.
career
yeah.
as a manager as two separate things. I just separate
As a
it.
manager,
It's two
right?
separate things.
Here's how I see it. Even as a manager, now he's decided, let me put my pride away. Let me start from scratch. Go back to the championship where he was supposed to be. And he's doing his thing. I don't need Chelsea fans bringing, hate towards him. Oh, yeah, he should come back to Chelsea over Maresca. Shut up, bro. I ain't trying to hear that shit, nigga.
That's exactly that's the only thing, bro. It's the
Let
only
him
thing.
cook in his championship. Maybe he comes back in the Premier League. He goes back down. He comes back up. He fight. Eventually, he'll be a regular Premier League manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's going to end up being. And that's cool. But then you have the Chelsea fans come out and say, oh, yeah, bring Frank back. Man, don't bring Frank back, bro, please. I love Frank. That's my guy. I love him. But we can't do that. Frank cannot coach Chelsea again. Unless he brings Coventry up and makes the Europa League. Then you can come back. You got to make the Europa League, though.
Did somebody say vibes?
You got to make the Europa League, bro. You make the Europa League, you can come back.
That's the one thing that I've made a mistake on. Was in Luis Enrique. I've made a mistake. I apologize, Luis Enrique. I didn't rate your game.
Bro, ain't no mistake. Who did you want?
My guy was Flick, but yeah, it's a different story.
Who did I want?
Who did you want?
Who do I want? Was still a mistake. Still a mistake. I wanted Amorim.
You want Oh yeah.
Still a mistake.
But you don't think Amorim would do better with us than that?
Understandable at the time. Hell, it might not even be Amorim like just being shit.
Let me say this.
That's what I mean.
Just
That's what I mean. It's like,
No.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I personally thought Amorim would have been a better fit for our
they
team,
got
but
him
that's just
again.
personal.
Listen, big up to Amorim. I guess he's now.
That's what I'm saying. You got to get the whole entire clip, Lewis. You got to get that entire clip.
The last what?
You got to get the first clip and then the second clip, and then have them put together under one video with a little bit of sound. You know what I'm saying? It would be great for you if you could get that done before what's it called? Get those two clips and send it over to Prime. He'll get them put together for you.
I hold that one in a bit.
Here's the clip. Oh, you know what?
Because I know Cass is probably already doing it. I'm not even.
Yeah, he's probably straight on it.
Cass is probably already putting one together, bro. I'm not even gonna front.
What?
My man got up like a school teacher. I gotta fail these little niggas again, man. Damn.
I thought this would be their moment.
Like I've wasted the whole year on these little niggas, man. Wasted the whole year. They didn't learn shit.
Yo, that's the sound you just need to put in the video, bro.
They didn't learn. I can feel it. I feel him. I feel him.
I know.
Class average 41%, man.
Yo.
F.
I know Joey's just dying right now. I've had to mute and everything.
I'm finished, blood. I'm finished.
Man's about to win the league. I hear it though. UCL pain hurts more. This is why I keep telling people UCL's the bigger trophy.
No, I think it hurts even more because he feels like the league is already in the bag. You know what I'm saying? League already in the bag, so it's like now let's go for Champions League, but it wasn't meant to be, nigga.
Imagine thinking of a double.
Lewis, message me the times for that.
No, and you know, he really feels this way because this might be their last chance at getting it for a while.
Yo, Lewis, redirect to never a foul too.
Yeah, sure.
Will be in by
Sure, I will do.
11:30 max. Alright.
Okay, I've just sent it over to the timestamp.
I'm finished. I'm fucking finished, bro. I'm finished, bro. I'm fucking finished, bro. I'm fucking finished. I'm finished.
You know, moments when you're so hurt you can't think, so you say the same thing over and over again.
Lost words, huh? Yeah.
Okay, now it's just getting sad.
Oh, I'm tired. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to. I feel
Now it's just
sick.
getting depressing, man.
I feel sick.
Yeah, he nearly got tears in his eyes.
Yeah, now it's getting sad. It's getting. It's getting
I'm
sad.
telling you, this is how I felt for Madrid. This is how I felt for Madrid.
Oh, thank God he didn't like barf over the camera. That'd be crazy.
I need to go pray in that. So this is the first time, to be fair, in 20.
I feel sick.
11:25. Because
Wait, who else is on Never a Foul tonight, bro?
I feel sick.
All right, so
sick.
now we're waiting for Mons, and there's gonna be Cass. Who else is on tonight?
Who isn't? So I think Hawks wants to jump on. Goonley's jumping on. Specs are jumping on. Me, you. Obviously, Mons and Dean is going to be here.
Oh, it's the elite club.
Our season's done after this cup final.
Fucking hell, like everyone pulled up for this funeral. Shit.
Our season.
I'm still live on Lewis's channel. So
Yeah, don't worry. Tell him I'm gonna send them over in like 2
I need
minutes.
to make a new team because it's going to be bare of us.
Yeah, you're gonna need a new fucking. You're gonna need a new layout, bro.
This is
I'm still going to have extra stuff in the background.
Oh, it's gonna be a cook session tonight.
On the left-hand side now, isn't it?
It's gonna be a cook session tonight.
Yeah, because this one you can't talk down this one because like you're winning the league. It's a UCL knockout.
I need to get rid of the 4 overlay. We don't ever do things anymore.
This is crazy. There's no
Right, here,
context.
How dare you?
Right, no, that's not it. Here was it. I think I had it.
man.
That's why I just caught one.
You man.
The 4 overlay. That's 5. That's fine. That's why I was caught. That's why I was caught.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Trust. Right, BK, big up to you, man. He says 2020, it's happening again. No Ballon d'Or Salah. All them Salah Sands are crying into their little fucking Salah plushies and they can all hold that, bro. Dickheads. Big up Salah, you're Chelsea and all of that, but for today, you can hold that. ShowTube says, what you lot bench? If you're talking about like bench pressing, yes. I just came back from a chest day yesterday. But yeah, big up to you. And Quiz Pursuit says, at least I don't have to hear that regarded dog bark. Are you doing this one?
Lavia was our second choice.
Probably won't hear that for another week at least. Well, unless they win the cup, which I mean would be a decent bounce back for them, but nothing beats the fucking Prem. Nothing at all. But hey, you man, I'm going to send everyone over to Never a Foul because I want to lock into this shit while I'm in the gym. So big up everybody. Joey's going to be over there. A fuck ton of other rivals, and it's going to be a straight Monts cook sesh. So you man, enjoy. I'll see you all in the comment section. Take care. Smash Lewis Raid in the chat. I will see you all tomorrow.